Hey guys, welcome back to ADP Art Creations. How you guys doing today? Oh man, I got a call today, guys. Listen, I forgot, guys. I set that thumbnail for today. I am so sorry for all of you that came. It was All Star Weekend, so I felt like I was at the game, but I wasn't at the game and stuff. And I started braiding my hair. And guys, I tell you, I did not realize that till Tony called me. She said, ADP, where you at? Where you at? She said, big girl say you at like bro Claude. I said, oh no, I gotta get my reputation back together now. I can't be standing people up. Look. But yeah, so me and Miss D, we are supposed to Donna, I'm so sorry, girl. I forgot. I pushed it back to earlier. Oh my goodness. And Tony called me and she was like, ADP, they looking for you. Where you at? She was like, I was in the chat. We was like, where you at? So I was telling her, me and Miss D supposed to go on D block tonight, but if Miss D come in the chat, I'll see if she want to add to this and we could just stay up from there. So I'm here, guys. I'm here. Thanks, Donna. Look, don't put me on the adoption list, right? Me and my shenanigans. But yeah, guys, we had such a in the chats and watching the different games and watching the all-star parties and all that kind of stuff. And I knew from last year you know how things were gonna kind of go down. So I was not looking at it like it was gonna be like a regular, like, crazy super game or anything like that. The thing that I loved about this was that the players were happy, they were having a good time. But we'll get on that on D block. you know every now and then we have to run it back and we got to show our players who are moms, we got to show them some love and stuff. And so Skylar sits down with Puma, and she talks about her career a little bit, and being a mom and different things they have to do, for us, their families and things like that. I also, that Skylar is a part of a show called And Mom, and they've interviewed anyone from like Brittany Griner and her wife to, different stories, Lisa Leslie, of telling how mothers in the WNBA or in WNBA and all like women's sports period of what they have to go through. It wasn't last year. Hey, ADP. Last year, All Star game, Kish was not. Look, that All Star game from last year was. Uh, Let me tell you. Let's run it back to 2024. Now that one was good. These last two, I tell you, I hold on, guys. Is Kylan Miss Kylan? Leave him alone. No. Leave him alone. You're gonna have to go to my car and get my car charger. It's okay, Moo. You can have that charger. Kylan gonna have to go to mommy's car, go to the car. No, go get that pink charger, and Colin has to go to the car and get my charger, okay? Cause mommy using this one. No, Kylan, give him that one. Yeah, he gonna let you use for a split second. You can went in there messing with his piece. Guys, 8 and 18 right now. My daughter, she dropped by this morning with my grandbaby, and she had to come out. She got to come out of here with something. I had got her a little cute little Barbie backpack, and I stuffed it up with stuff. And then she want to take more of her American girls home, and she already got some. No, you keep these at Glam's house. She called me Glam because I'm glamorous and everything. And so I like, no, Mooney. Harvest. Well, her nickname is Mooney, but I said, no, Harvard, you come back next time. She still was happy with her Barbie bag, okay? Then I got these two back here. So y'all just work with me. But yeah, 2024 was good. Last year, and this year. I don't know what's going on. What's up, She Wiz? What's going on, She Wiz? Oh, yeah, She Wiz. I got a call today. I set everybody up to come at 2 o'clock. And oh my gosh, I do apologize. So I was late, She Wiz, for my own live, girl. So I'm coming up a little early. But yeah. So we're gonna get into it. We're gonna, I'm a Skylar Diggins fan. And I appreciate how she navigates as a mom, and she does sports as well. And this, what I love about things like this, guys, is we get to see the players from different aspects. We don't just have to just see them as just the basketball player. So we're gonna get into it. We got to stop and go with this interview because it just dropped, and she's gonna be talking. I love to hear Skylar talk. So let's get into it, and we're gonna roll with it. We're gonna be in and out with it, and then we'll go to another one where they interview and she where she does a show, and they interview the country star singer Mickey Guyton, and just listening to them, just talk about dealing with becoming moms, or and what they have to do. Oh, we ain't even getting into all that, kids. See, you look. She was already let us know earlier. Now you coming in with the look, the rest of it, the part one, huh? Mm-mm. Look, I ain't messing with nobody in their relationships and stuff like that. Cause I tell you what, ooh, that is something else, ain't it? Boy, I'm telling you, as the days of our lives with WNBA, it just keep going and going and going. But I do want to touch on something else about that, but we'll get into it not too much because I gotta see. I'll check with Miss D. Because we supposed to do D block. Okay, you can get some. Um, I need to check with her for D block or whatever. But yeah, we're gonna get into it. Let me log in. See, I got so many windows open. Somebody gotta close, but I don't know which one. Hold on, guys. Okay, I think I'm good. Okay, let's get into it. Let's play. Oh, it is something else, Kish. All right. Okay, so we're gonna play. I'm gonna play it. We're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna play it, talk about it, and things like that. Okay. Oh, they also did Kelsey Mitchell. Okay, we'll have to touch on that one another day. They also had Tea Time with Kelsey Mitchell. I think that one was the most recent. Okay, this one is from a day ago, but it looks like they did one with Kelsey Mitchell, um, 17 hours ago. But this is from uh, Puma site or whatever, and she's interviewing called Tea Time with Puma, and she's interviewing Skylar, and let's see what Skylar has to say.
Start to reflect on those things, and obviously the more games that you play, the more seasons you get to, you start to see yourself kind of separate in that sense. And I would say the recent one that surprised me was the top 8 in free throws made.
Oh wow.
Like that was the recent one. And that like surprised me because it's a lot of people that's been around this league. So anytime you get into the top whatever, and I think top 15 like assist or something, just anytime you're mentioned in the names that qualify for that list, just in the same breath, that was the goal one day. And so the more games that I get to play and those opportunities come about, I never take it for granted. So I always think it's kind of dope.
I love that. So you said that one surprised you the most. Was there
Yeah.
any that you were like going after, or any records that you were like, I have to do this while I'm in the W?
No, I think just, when you start in this league, especially when I came into the league in 2013, like it was just a whole nother scene than what it is now. I think the average is 3 or 4 years maybe. And so never did I think I'd get to this point or even having played for 5 franchises,
Yeah.
you just don't know coming into the league. And so, it's been dope being able to have longevity, and that's what we always pray for, just to be able to play this game as long as we can at the highest level. And so, I'm just grateful at the end of the day I get to do that. But, obviously being an all-star, being an Olympian in this league, fighting every year for the best of the best to try to get at a championship level is always everybody's goal. But I think just being able to be around for 14 years, that's something that, I understand how hard it is to have that, and it's rare air to be there. So it's not necessarily anything that specifically maybe I've done, but just the journey all along.
Absolutely. But that's just all about you, your character, and your game.
And it does. I think when we're looking at our vets and stuff, we don't realize that by the time they get to the 14th year or anything over that 10th year, or anything, look, for me, anything over 5, okay? Because this is a league that is money over people, and finally they just now getting what they, what they owe them. I'm not gonna say what they deserve, because man can never pay them what they deserve. But to have to go through all those seasons, through injuries, to trials and tribulations, becoming a parent, like their paths, like one like Skylar's, and even with her doing her photo shoot, her thing with Sagatoa. I mean, am I saying that right? Sorry, Sag. The spring bottled water, the modeling, she's been an analyst and doing different things on different shows. So that is her niche. And I'm curious, is when they retire, are they paid as just as much as the men? Because Russell Wilson is making way more if he sat out there and kept playing and stuff, like all of them are. Period. Mike, Tomlin, all of them. They making some good change, right? So I'm wondering how much, now that they starting to get the vets and everybody involved, how much they actually make. I'm gonna have to check that out, guys, because I want to check it out, and then I'm gonna have to represent and put it up there, right? But I think sometimes people forget, especially, for me, I always say go back and research. You talking in the chat. It's about stats and stuff too, but come with other things about these players. You can never take away that Skylar Diggins is not a dog in the WNBA, and that she does not value motherhood. I mean, and she can do her thing for as analyst. We've seen it in Rival. We've seen it on other shows. She good on and Moms. Anytime she speaks, it don't matter if she hot, on the heater. You know what I'm saying? She is definitely a keep it real type of player. And one thing you can never take away from Skylar Diggins is she not fake. She ain't fake. She ain't hiding nothing. But what I love is, look, 14 years. She don't have to prove nothing to nobody, guys. She don't. She don't have to prove anything to anybody. Um, and she continues to be herself. So I don't know how long she plans on being in the league, and I'll finish up in and out of playing with the video, but you know what I'm saying? That's a lot of years. That's a lot of years. There's a lot of wear and tear on your body. But look at Skylar. She look good. Okay. I mean, to be playing that long, and she's not old, so don't get that twisted either. I'm just saying for, being in the league that long. Cause I forgot who I looked up. I was like, oh my gosh, she been in the league. Oh, DB. I knew DB had been in the league for a while, but I'm like, girl, you did that many years? That's a lot of years. Her and AT, it's so cute. You got your hands full. Oh, hey, Liv. I hope Skylar can get the right fit and get that chip, what she deserves. Okay, Donna, she gonna talk about that a little bit too. I hope so too, because if anybody been in the league that long, that time period, guys, you would want them to get a chip. Skylar is not the average. She's not the average dog. She one of the real ones. So yeah, we want to see it too. And then another thing, I have to check. I have to check into it. Was Skylar a part of any Olympic team? Because what I've noticed from going and doing the bets and stuff, guys, and we'll, like I said, we'll continue with that the following week. Now I might be hyped up this week because it's Barbie week and we're gonna be at the game. So we're gonna do the Barbie countdown. I gotta get with my people on threads. I'm talking about I done dropped something. I gotta keep dropping stuff, and but we're gonna see for next week, but I know the week after that we'll do our thing. The players with the most personality make the league fun. You don't have to push those players on us because we're drawn to them. Dread, say it again for the people in the back. Say it again for the ones that's not listening. What's up, Goon? How you doing? ADP. I hope my Sky. Oh Lord, Goon. Don't you come in here with them shenanigans, Goon. We ain't even look. We ain't talking about no look and Goon, but I'm telling you something. We should be talking about them trades, right? Because that's coming up too. Look, all that's gonna hit before Barbie night. All that's going down before Barbie night because that's the deadline. Deadline is August 2nd. I bet you they can, big girl. Oh my gosh, look, if they over there, you got New York versus New York. Woo boy. Oh my goodness. But yeah, so we gonna see Goon what's getting ready to go down. I'm gonna tell you guys, buckle your seatbelts and get ready for some shenanigans because it's something going down. First of all, they're too quiet about the trade. Okay, she got a gold medal with 2020 Tokyo. Okay, yes. And the reason why I asked that, Donna, is because when you far as the Hall of Famer, they look at that, guys. That's one of the things they look at. Yes, you can get okay. So if you get a chip in the W, that's great, right? But what tops the thing is if you win in the Olympics. These are the things they look at for Hall of Famers. I've noticed that because I kept saying why the McGee twins, one got it and one didn't get it. It was because the other sister, she got a gold medal. She got an Olympic gold medal, and the other twin did not. So they take all that stuff in consideration as far as becoming a Hall of Famer. And one thing about Skylar is like, man, she got a whole big report card over there, So that's why I asked. Thank you, Donna, for letting me know that. So Donna did clarify, guys, that Skylar was part of the gold medal for the 2020 Tokyo Olympic team. So yeah, she gonna get that chip before she leave, Donna. I'm claiming it for Skylar. But I know that the Olympics makes a difference in that. But yeah. So we're gonna see. But yeah, I'm gonna she gonna get into it, Donna, and I'm gonna let y'all finish listening to her conversation. But yeah, that makes me, you know what, Donna, you know what I'm gonna have to do, right? I'm gonna have to go back and look at probably like a lot of recent players that have been, or the players that have been in it 10 plus. You know what I'm saying? Look it up and see what their achievements were and compare it to what the Hall of Fame requires you to have, But yeah, so let's get back into the tea time with Puma, see what else Skylar Diggins has to say.
What is the record, or is there anything that you are chasing that you want to accomplish before you're done?
Yeah, obviously everybody wants to win a championship, and I'd be lying to say if I don't want to do that. That's something that's that I still aspire to do, and that's something that we all chase, and we just keep adding more and more teams to the competition. But the parity has been amazing, the competition has been amazing, and I think the pinnacle is always winning the championship.
Absolutely. As a legendary vet, what is part of your game that you are still working on?
Well, now I just have more I would say it's more layers to it. You know, when I first came into this league, 22, 23 years old, you know, now I'm a mother of two. I have a 7-year-old and a 3-year-old. And so just, I think more how I manage my time, how I move, you know, those things are so essential to my life now. And so it's very layered than when I first came into the league, how I prepare. You know, when I go on the road, I take 2 little ones with me. And so just everything about my experience is totally different now. But I think it makes it more special that I get to include them into my process.
I love that. What is their favorite thing about being on the road with you?
They like to go to the new places. Where we going now, mommy? You know, they love to get on the planes. My daughter, she's 3. She just walks right up to the planes. My son, because he's been around, he's 7 years old. So he's kind of experienced the W with me in different cities with me. And so he knows we're going to play the Las Vegas Aces or the LA Sparks. Like, he knows the road trips. Girl, he got league pass. Like, he follows all the games. So I just love how engaged they are, and you know, how embedded they are, and that they get to be around these amazing women every single day and get to see them do that and get to see me play as well. That's something that, you know, I always hope for.
I love that. What is
Wow. I just love hearing the passion when she like talk about her babies. But there you have it, Donna. Skylar says she would love to have her chip. And you know, and explaining how, you know, she has a busy schedule, you know what I'm saying, with being a mom, but she still make it work, she make it happen. Hey Michael. What? Oh Lord, Micah is crazy. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I like how she has everything set up, you know, with the kids, especially when you have, you know, a 7-year-old and a 3-year-old. You know, 3-year-old, she's still learning how mommy works and everything like that. And so, you know, that's a good thing that she has a balance and she's closer to her family, especially her mom, because she talks about her mom, and you know, just having that village and just them being able to travel with her too. I mean, that's great too. So let's get into the rest.
What is some advice that you give to rookies?
Yeah, you know, just get your routine. I think that's the biggest thing, like establishing like your pro routine. Because in college and some of your earlier stages, you're kind of walked through, you know, they tell you what to do. In the pros, like when you land, they'll be like, see you tomorrow, let's shoot around. You know, it's so much independence that comes into maintaining, you know, and at this elite level, trying to compete at this elite level. And so just get your routine. You know, what are you doing every day to when, you know, your motivation fades, the discipline doesn't. And so just find that routine, whatever works for you, whatever you need to do to get ready for the game. Establish that at an early age. Get in that weight room. You know, don't wait until you get to a certain age, you know, God willing, if you get to start taking care of your body and doing some of those little things. Because when you first come in the league, I'm telling you, you feel invincible. You feel like it's going to last forever. I'm young. You know, you have all this energy. Oh, I don't need to warm up. I don't need to stretch. Oh, I don't need to cool down. I don't need to get in the cold tub. So just get your routine. I always tell my young players the easiest thing to do is try to establish that routine. So when you don't feel like it, or you feel sorry for yourself, or you won or you lost, you come in and do those same vitamins every day.
You talk about routine. How long?
And that's very important. That's very important. When the players come into the league, when young players, you know, come into the league. Goon, what? Goon, you better back up off Skylar. You better back up off Skylar and leave Skylar alone. That's all I'm gonna say, Goon. But you know, everything she was saying about coming into the league and rookies and stuff is true. You can't come in there like they're not gonna babysit you and stuff like that. Like kind of like, you know, when our kids go off to college and stuff. Look, it's gonna be totally up to you and what you choose to do when you get to college, because they ain't gonna care. They ain't gonna be checking to see if you turned your work in. None of that. You better turn your work in, do what's right the first time, because they ain't no going back, or ain't no calling little parents unless you was on the dean list, you got off, unless they're paying that money on and they got track of your school records where you ain't acting right, you know what I'm saying? Then they got to come up to to the college because they put that money into it, right? So it's kind of like that, and what Scholar is saying for us, like when the rookies come in, you do have to keep your body up. You got to train. You got to be in shape. Because they're not going to babysit you. They want you there to do a certain job, and if you can't do that certain job, sometimes they got something to say. Sometimes you may have some teams will work with you, but you can't go in there thinking they're gonna always work with you. You just never know. So yeah. What 3L doing? I'm enjoying myself. She was headed back to reality. Oh yeah, 3L. She enjoyed herself. I'm glad. But yeah, so this just goes to show what type of character Scholar has, guys. I know you see her on the court or on the side or whatever, being passionate about the game, but this gives you some kind of idea of Scholar's character if you're not following her. Um, he would do something like that, Goon. He would do something like that, and if he did something like that, it wouldn't be the player you want. And because it seemed like he want to swing towards that, he really do. Skylar needs to get hooping again, clear her head, and captain the sky to some wins. Do what she loves. Look, Michael. Um, there's a thing. What I'm gonna say it like this: it's sad that the players of an organization have to pay for someone else's mistakes in the way that the players do for the Chicago Sky. That's what I'm gonna say. Because the new players coming up here, so they had to go to a team. They had to go somewhere, guys. And you got to do what's best for your family. When it comes to me and my kids, and I have to do it, make a certain decision. It may not be like the one I pictured right at that time, but if it's something I gotta do at the time, I gotta do what I gotta do for my kids. And for as Skylar and stuff like that. So gonna let them go right ahead. I don't. I see them doing some crazy shenanigans anyway. I don't put nothing past them. So, here we go with that one. Right, round three with the Sky organization. If they don't do something good, I'll be shocked. But I seriously doubt. I think they got some up their sleeve because they don't. It's like I don't know. They're just evil. Goon. I'm sorry. They are. Not the players, but the people behind it. It's definitely got to be some changes because these new players coming over there, they don't deserve that. But okay.
How long did it take you to like figure out like, okay, this is my routine, this is what works for me, and what does that look like?
Sure. I think like it continued to evolve depending on what stage I was in my career. Was I coming off postpartum or pregnancy, maternity leave, or was I coming off an injury? I've done all those things. And so every year I think is the level of physical demand is going to be there. And it's 100% mental as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that load, how you handle it, how you handle your body changing, going through things up and downs, changing your environments, adding different, variables, to your experience, some that are in your control and some that aren't, and so for me, just trying to make sure the mental aspect of why the hell am I playing?
Mm-hmm.
Why am I still doing all of this? And it really is, I just love basketball.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think the essence of the game and the process is something that I've really come to learn to enjoy because a lot of times you're going to be doing that more than you playing in the games.
Yeah.
And so I think it sounds like corny, but just embracing the process, the ebb and flow
Yeah.
of how it looks to be in this league and try to excel in this league.
No, I definitely don't think I would never call it corny. I think that it's really important that you talk about and having balance between the two, right? On the court and off the court.
For sure.
I mean, if I was a rookie, I would love to take your
Man,
advice.
listen, rookie or not, older player,
Yeah.
young player, sometimes I got to take my own advice too, because you get into that where you've been in the league a long time, it evolves, new players come, people are so talented. Can you be secure in yourself? Can you clap for other women? Can you pick up?
Tell them, Skylar.
So, I see it as different like I keep talking about the different phases because I've been around so long, but I even see, can you meet the new players where they at? It's just a different time. And so can you do that? And can you pass the torch? And can you be secure enough in yourself to know what you bring to the table and also be able to compliment others?
So I know rookies learn.
Man, that was a little mic drop right there. That was a little mic drop. And accountability. I just love it. I love it. And she hit it right on the nose. Yeah, yeah, Donna, you're right. That's the skyway, the wrong way, penny pictures. But yeah, look, she hit it right on the nose how you have to be able to congratulate others and figure out what is it exactly is your strengths, what are you going to bring to the table, and are you going to be okay with that and others around you doing different things, because these new players coming in, baby, they got some skills. You hear me? This next class gonna be off the chain. Oh my gosh! Imagine laying there, MK12 up in there. If Juju decide, but some tell me Juju may stay, but I could be wrong, guys. I don't be knowing nothing. And I'm sitting up there looking at highlights. I seen Hannah and all them about 4 or 5 players. What's Madison Booker, they all at the All-Star, what I'm saying, just enjoying themselves. I see Audie coming this year. Audie been out there, moving around. She ain't coming to play. I checked on Audie. LSU, I'm a Tiger fan, so they got clips dropping different stuff, and I'm just like, I'm getting so excited already. You know what I'm saying? I'm already getting ready. But yeah, uh you said she the next MJ. Man, they better be ready for her, and whoever play with her better be ready for them passes, because she's gonna be something else. MK12, oh my gosh, LSU is, man, they looking good. They looking good. They looking good. Oh, for the next season. I'm sorry, guys. I might be a little glazing. I'm gonna get back to Skylar, but I'm just saying. You'll see. You got Hannah coming out. You got Audie. You got MK12. You got Fawali. Am I missing somebody else from LSU? You have all these ladies coming out, and I'm saying Juju maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like, OMG, it's going to be off the chain for real. But yeah, I like what Skylar's saying. I like the way she held accountability for herself and just breaking down who Skylar is. I mean, I remember her doing the show with Angel, and I'm like, oh, okay, just to hear from the player's mouth. Oh, they was, yeah, that's what they was at, big girl. I was like, they in the house. But yeah, big girl said LSU girls was at the Stud Buds party. But yeah, so we're gonna see how that goes. But yeah, it's new talent coming in as a vet. You know, you wanna welcome the new ones. You gotta see what you bring to the table. The other ones coming in, they might be a little faster, have a different type of talent that will shine. So how are you gonna deal with that? You know what I'm saying? So Skylar got that was a mic drop. She got a good point. Congratulating. I know what she meant. Cause she cool with our baby goat. So I know what she meant when she said certain things. So it's like you gotta be able to do that, because people always, sometimes, not everybody, but the people that are jealous people, they will want what you have, but they're not willing to go through what you've been through to get there. You know what I'm saying? I just never understand why you be jealous of somebody. You know what I'm saying? You could have the same thing, maybe in a different way, or it's just not your timing. But anyways, guys, that's for another day, right? So we're gonna get back to it.
Learn a lot from you and what you've been through and your story and your journey. But is there something that you've learned from the younger generation, the rookies that are coming in? Have they taught you anything?
Yeah, it's just so pure.
Mhm.
You get to see it. You remember yourself when it was that pure. They make a lot more money than we did. But I just think the opportunities that they have now
Mhm.
coming in, and obviously we stand on the shoulders of the ones before us. They stand on our shoulders. And I think the more that they do, it continues to raise the bar for everybody. And so I love it. I love seeing everybody in their own lanes. It's enough for all of us.
Tell them,
And just continue to see that ceiling being punched and the bar being raised. I think, it's that iron sharpens iron. It really is. And the more all of us go get it, the more opportunities that will continue to come for us.
What's a piece of advice you would give to the younger WNBA players that they did not ask for?
Right. Oh my gosh. So many things. I probably can't damn say
got a
on
list.
camera. It's like a scroll. That's a good question. Know yourself and know who you are in this league for somebody tells you who you are.
That's
so
right.
Know yourself and keep your value really high.
Man.
It's a lot of things that happen, a lot of reasons why you're on a team. It could be a fit. It's really all.
When she said know yourself before somebody try to tell you who you are, that's Angel Reese right there. That's Angel Reese all the ways. That's Angel Reese, that's Skylar, and there's so many other players that I can see that know themselves. And sometimes when these rookies and stuff, they come in, you see them on different teams, and that they're trying to fit in to keep from the drama. And that's another thing. You shouldn't have to change yourself when you go to another team just to fit in. And because guess what? You trying to change yourself to fit in. That stress is still hitting you. Either way it go. You know what I'm saying? So you get on these teams, you be who you are. You don't change yourself for nobody. No amount of money a dollar can pay for a real genuine person, a real dog. It can't be taught. And if they don't like you, that's okay. But they daggone gonna respect you. I tell you that after they see how you play and your skills and stuff like that. Because I'm saying that this year, but I ain't calling out. I ain't saying no names or nothing like that. Where Casey having a good time. Where some players they are on different teams and you see different types of actions where they're doing it to fit in. Not too much taking away from their character, but definitely a little bit. You can see it. So I'm glad she said that. I hope that they watch this because Skylar is dropping gems. You just got to listen to it. That's why I say it's good to hear from the players. You never know. She's been in it in 14 years, guys. She know a lot more than we could ever imagine who is not inside and playing the game.
All about fit, but the best of ability is availability. And just keep your value really high because you never know in this league. Sometimes when you get cut, especially young players, they get cut. I always tell them, keep working on your game. Keep working on your game, and how you conduct yourself while you're here, as far as professionally, is how they'll always remember you. And so just keep your value high, keep working on your game, and remember those connections that you make in this business.
Okay, so a little outside of basketball, but still related to basketball. We know you have a podcast called And Mom. Congratulations.
Yes.
What is some advice you would give to W players about being a successful mom?
It's not a lot of women who are able to return to professional women's basketball in this arena after 2 pregnancies. And so, you just navigate it every day, but you can have both. You can do both, and you don't have to choose or sacrifice one for another. You invest into that, and don't be so hard on yourself. We noticed that a lot of people that's been on the podcast try to give yourself grace. And like I said, I'm terrible at taking my own advice, but I don't play when it's another woman. So you'll see a lot of times in the shows where, we get to talking to our guests and they're really hard on ourselves and we just pause them right there. Yeah. You're doing the best that you can do, or you did the best that you could do at that time, making the best decision with the choices that you had. And so I think it's been a safe space for me to open up and talk because I'm so private. You know, I don't really show my kids on social media. I don't really share a lot about, instead general aspects of what goes on with me in my personal life, but it's really given me an avenue to open up more about some of the stories that, I didn't want to talk about, like, tearing and like postpartum depression and like even new things that I learned about with IVF fertility and the process. And so it's been such an enlightening experience for me to be a part of. And it's amazing to see how our guests week after week continue to open up. It's been a learning experience, and I couldn't have a better partner in Cassidy. She's just amazing how she connects with people, just a super people person who's been in this game for a long time. So learning a lot about her, about how to be a girl mom, and just really talking about our careers and things that we wish we could have did different, maybe other support systems we wish were in place, even about our process as becoming mothers, gathering resources and talking about that. And so it's just been an amazing experience for me. And it's so different because you always see me in the light of hooping or training or and things like that. But you rarely get to kind of have an insight to this aspect of my life, which is why I wanted to do it. Because when I'm searching for this information, searching for this village, searching for, this niche, my people, it was hard for me to find some of these conversations and to provide a platform that does that. That's what we wanted to do, and to share our stories and not telling people what to do, but just giving a safe space for people to share their stories.
No, that's beautiful. Sometimes I feel like you have to.
And that's a good thing, because And Moms is it's very popular, guys. And I see And Moms on my threads, on my TikTok, on my IG, and on YouTube. And a lot of people are starting to be a part of And Moms, go on the show. And things like that. And it's much needed for the women in sports, because sometimes they are not able to get out what they need to get out. And sometimes, yes, you got great family members, but sometimes it could be different when you're talking to somebody else. You're able to, you're able to talk more and bring out more without being judged, or without being, oh, you're this, or you're too emotional, that, and the third. It's like, okay, I'm going over here to And Moms, and the things I wanted to say, they just rolling. They just coming out. I can't stop. They just coming out. I feel free a little bit of being able to get it out in the way I want to, instead of feeling like I'm under some type of microscope. So, I like that, Skylar she is a private person. She don't show her kids a lot. And we know we don't know, but there's some things that she also has been through, added to everything else, and what's going on. And to be able to go on And Moms and relate to other moms and let them get everything out. That's great. That's called that's a cheerful giver of listening. Like, she's not pushing her stuff to the side, but she's actually she actually putting others over herself, in others over herself, for as in the moment, but not, you know what I mean. And she's still dealing with what she has going on, but like she said, she don't play about another woman going through the same thing she could be going through. That's deep. That's a passion. That's a real G right there. I'm gonna tell you, and I know what she meant, because a lot of times that's when I get my God send me these assignments, like such and such a call me. It'd be like, I'll be like, for instance, I'll text one of my cousins, or I'll text my niece, and on my cousin's side, and I'll be like, are you okay? Is everything okay? I'm just checking up on you, I'm just making sure you're okay. And the next thing I know, guys, I'm not a texter like that. Next thing you know, I'm texting for an hour or two. Because these young ones, they can text now. I'll be like, okay, Siri, do me right now. Do me right. But I was like, look, if Siri get it wrong, they'll know what I mean. And you never know what to expect. And I don't play about people either, guys. If I'm the type of person, if a person comes to me and they need me to listen, that's all I'm going to do is listen. Some people be like, are you still there? Are you? Yeah, I'm listening. I can't say anything. You're talking your piece. You're letting it out. I'm just here to listen. Not here to judge you. I'm just here to listen. If you ask me what I think, I'll be like something like, what did God say? Pray about it. I might, give a couple of scriptures or whatever, but that's only if you ask. If you don't ask, it's not for me to say anything. And God will tell me, how to say stuff. So I get what she's saying. When you don't play about other people that could be going through the same thing you going through, and you push your stuff to the side, that's some real serious obedience. I'm telling you. But yeah, but this is how you guys get to know Skylar. Besides seeing like, oh, she on the side, and she passionate about ball, and she doing this and she doing that, whatever. Whatever, okay. Not too much on Skylar, okay. This is giving you a way to be able to hear it from Skylar herself, and you can tell and you can hear the passion in her voice. Let me tell you something. When a person is talking, if you want to know how they're telling a story, they're gonna get the stuttering, they're gonna get the tripping over words, or they're gonna backtrack, and you be like, wait a minute, you said this 10 minutes ago and this ain't what you said. Now you put a twist to it. I'm just saying, if you ever want to know. But okay, let's get back to it. I just wanted to say that because she's dropping some gems. I'm glad that Tea Time with Puma did this interview, and I'll probably stop it a little bit. I won't do the whole thing in and out of it, so that we could get to an episode of Moms and just see how Skylar and her co-host handle people when they come on the show. It's a really good show for all moms, really. To be honest with you, because you never know, what I'm saying. Then you have, then you have grandchildren, you have children with children, you have a village around you. You never know in different situations, right? And don't trip. Don't be saying, "Oh, I'm like AP, I'm like 50, and I'm like 60." Girl, you still young. Sarah Abraham. When I got pregnant with the twins, it was not the young ones that was in that doctor's office. It was the older women. Yeah. I'm just saying, be careful out there, America. But I'm gonna finish this up, and I'm gonna play one more little snip, and then we're gonna get on to the other part of Moms, and then I'll see what you guys are talking about in the chat.
You have to create the spaces that you want to see, because sometimes they don't exist. And
Absolutely.
I think that it's beautiful that you're being vulnerable and you're being open, because I feel like at the end of the day, we're women, right? There's so many people that can relate to you, and maybe not like the professional athlete side, but just being a woman and being a mom and going through trials and tribulations and how to work through those. You know what I mean? So I think that's beautiful. And again, congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, so again, a little outside of basketball, but I got the honor of seeing your game day fits and off day fits, being in Seattle. Now I get to see them on Instagram and on social media. But what would you rate your off day fits compared to your game day fits? Because those game day fits are elite.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. And you would know, you're a fashionista yourself. But yes, I think, dressing, expression, I love the way that they're paying attention now to what we had on, because we always PTSO. Right. Ever since I've been in the league, we PTSO. But I think just having more attention to it, people understanding how important we are to popular culture and fashion and trends and slang, and that basketball is like the mecca of that, all those things, music, all the things that go into popular culture that I think we are extremely relevant to. And so seeing everybody step the game up, if you will, with that, and turning the tunnel into opportunity to market, to advertise different brands that you're working with, to showcase, how you feeling. A lot of people, we see certain people show up a certain way, we expect them to be a certain way. And to see everybody come into their style, it just elevates the brand of W as a whole, and gives individuals an opportunity to express themselves in that sense too. And I love it. I've always loved clothes. I've always loved putting on outfits. Game day fits are going to be elevated. If I'm not going somewhere, going to an event. Off day, I'm going to be pretty chill like this.
Which is still fly.
Yeah, but still try to have a little razzle dazzle, a little flavor. But yeah, I love clothes. I love being able to, have a good theme, play out with a good theme, depending on where I am in the W cities. I've seen a PNW. I was a little more Gorp business. I mixed it up a little bit. Yeah. But I do definitely like how it's an expression for everything, how you feeling. Sometimes you don't even have to talk. My mood is in my clothes. Yeah. And then finally, that look good, feel good, play good mentality. I definitely think it all correlates. So you feel good about yourself, you feel confident about yourself, and clothes can do that for you.
Absolutely. I mean, you have set the bar when it comes to tunnel looks, and you are not afraid to step outside the box. What is a piece of fashion advice you'd give to rookies?
They can't all be hits. Listen, they can't all be hits. You know, sometimes you have to try certain things and try certain things until you find your style, find what works for you. But it is an evolution. Like, you don't just wake up one day. You know, I don't know if you've seen that, you know, that it's like the TikTok, whatever, when they're like, they dress and they be like, it takes time, and then you see all they fits, but time passes and then you see they fits. And so I didn't develop my sense of style when I first came into the league. And you know what? Don't be ashamed to ask for helpers, personal shoppers, fashion stylists, collaborate with certain people, try different looks and see what works for you. But they can't all be hits. So don't be afraid to try different things and step out of the box.
I feel like people.
Yeah, with the fashion, because you know what I'm saying, everything ain't for everybody, you know. But yeah, so I just wanted you guys that it was a day ago that they dropped this, and she also, I guess Puma is starting to do that with the WNBA players, because 17 hours ago she did one with Kelsey Mitchell. I'm gonna have to see what that one is all about too as well. This is another way where guys, it's tea time with Puma, that you can find out about your favorite players, or the, you know what I'm saying, or the players that you see and you be like, okay, I want to know more about this player, you know. But yeah, so kudos to Skylar for that. We're getting ready to tap into Mom, so you can see how they run the Mom show. And they're gonna have they have a special guest, Mickey Guyton. She is a country singer, and you get to hear her perspective of talking about being a mom. So I'll play a little bit of what Skylar and her co-host is saying, and then we're gonna see what Mickey has to say. That's what I say. You never know what you can pass on to someone else. You know. You never know what knowledge that you could pass on to other people. So it's always good to like listen to different outlets that actually speak, you know, when it comes to things like this. Yeah, she will. Skylar has a podcast. It's called And Mom, and it's Skylar and the co-host. So I'm getting ready to play that one for you guys so you can know. It's like from different women athletes, whether in the W, you know, volley, they got it all. So this is the new season. And Mom has been around, and it didn't just start, but this is for like this particular year so far of the episodes. But it's actually good because I love And Moms, because it gives us an opportunity to like listen to the players and their journeys and their stories about balancing motherhood and being a player in the W. Dred said, I'm the same way. I don't have any kids, but I have nieces and nephews. I'm a Cancer and I'm a natural listener. I don't give advice unless asked. I'll tell them, don't ask if you don't want to listen. Right. Oh, well, you know, me and my daughter's on the 1st and I'm the 17th, right? And now listen, you're not gonna get, you might get a couple of chances, Dred, but don't ask her I don't care what you ask her. I said, oh, one day, Dred, you know, she trying to play me, right, Dred? I was like, girl, you like my, you know what I'm saying? You like my logo, you know, isn't this cute? She gonna call my paintbrush, talking about it look like a broom. I said, girl, I ain't asking you nothing else. But that ain't all. Don't ask her about no hair. Do your hair look right or something? Because you know when you doubting about your hair or something. She's not the one to ask, because she ain't gonna hesitate. She gonna tell you exactly right then and there. So, you know, this new generation, they different, Dred. They are so different. I be like, ooh, look, I was mad as fish grease. She talking about my paintbrush look like a broom. I ain't let her get over it for a whole month. So look, I'm a July baby that's gonna remind you. I used to know I probably kind of do. I used to keep the detail, the date, the time, and when it happened, but at least I know when it happened now. Or whatever. But yeah, she's straight up. I said, ooh, you came out the womb? You like this? Always has been though, very outspoken. You better answer not one question about nothing, guys. You gonna hear the truth. It's amazing how many WNBA has podcasts now. I thought it was wrong because Angel was doing it. Well, I know for Skylar. I don't know about for them other ones, big girl. You can say that for the other ones, but Skylar been doing her thing and stuff like that. But you're right. Some of them other ones and some of the other ones that got out there, big girl, we don't hear about it because it ain't making it ain't got no track record on it, you know. So you definitely have to, you know, with being a content creator, it's work. It's a lot of dedication, and it's a lot of work. It's a lot of like balancing, you know, balancing or whatever. Like, you know, here, Case and them, he does homeschool. So homeschool gets ready to start. School gets ready to start here. August. Oh gosh, we got a hot August, huh? August 5th. So he does homeschool or whatever. So now I have to channel, hey, this day we're doing this day we're doing this, you know, and just keep it 100 when it comes to learning and stuff like that. And then my 18-year-old, this is going to be his first year of college. And so I'll be taking him to college to his dad finds him a car and stuff like that. So a little bit, it's not too far, you know what I'm saying, out the way to do that. But guys, sometimes you have to sacrifice for your kids, especially, you know, when it comes to college. I'm the type of person where I tell my kids like this is I say, don't go to college for me. If college is something that you want to do, then that's what you do. But do not go to college for me, because you're not gonna be up on graduation from college. Talking about I did this all for my mom and not for myself. No, 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 no. If you want to go to college and that's for you, I will support you. If you decide to do something else, I will support you with that too. You know, so my 18-year-old, he getting ready to go in there, and guys, he one of those ones that do not play about his learning, guys. I'm telling you, I'd be like, you know, if you're feeling overwhelmed on, you know, on test day, you can take a day off, you know, because I believed in that, guys. I believed in that. I know some parents don't have off days for their kids, but I'll tell my kids, if you like, you know what I'm saying, if it's too much, you can take a day off and breathe. Take your breather off. But my 18-year-old, he wasn't about that life, guys. He would call you. You think it's an emergency. He'll be like, I missed the bus or so, something crazy. You be like, boy, you got my heart pumped up. You talking about you missed the bus. What? I can't miss no days of school. I just can't. I can't. I was like, oh my gosh, OMG, who birthed this child? You know, but hey, kudos to him. My daughter, you know, she went to school for a little bit. Now you know, she's married. They've been married like 4 years, you know, young marriage, because my daughter's like 23. So but they survived the first 2 years, guys. So it's 4 years. Amen. You know, because they tell you know, so many years, they be like, if you pass these years or whatever, you good. So it's good because the first couple of years you just find each other. So I mean, yeah, so she's doing that. I have a grandbaby harvest. So yeah, and everything's going good like that. So it's to each his own. I'm very proud of every last one of them. I don't know what Cason's gonna do, guys. I don't know yet. With Cason, he may design a video game. I don't know. But yeah, so let's get back into it. Sorry, guys, I was glazing over my kids. Every now and then I have to do that. But yeah, so I'm gonna show you and moms. Yeah, because Big Girl Izzy Fudd has a podcast. Deja Kelly did have one. I don't know if she's still doing hers. Oh my gosh. And there's other players that have one too. Sydney has one. I don't know if they took a break, you know, for their podcast, but it's a lot of players who have podcasts out there that we could all watch. So we're gonna get into we're gonna get into showing you about and moms and a little bit from. I wanted you to hear Mickey Geisman's story, um, and then we'll go from there. I want since I'm going on D Block uh tonight. I won't get too much into the weekend and stuff like that. Except I do want to get into the y'all know what I'm coming with. Y'all know how ADP is in the nurturing corner. I don't like how they did JJ. I don't like how any none the whatever, I'm getting ready to speak on that after I finish with this and mom because I ain't about that life. They're gonna stop doing that to our players and then they have the nerve not to. Ooh, oh guys, ooh, that had me heated because they keep doing this type of thing to our players, and you don't see them like group hug something like or don't what I'm saying? You pushing the fact. This young lady just had a okay. Let me go to this first, guys, and we'll get into it. See, I be hot and bothered. I love all the people, you know what I'm saying? And I don't be playing when you be messing with them the wrong way, period. I don't care if I birthed you or not. I don't play. But okay, let's get into this one. This is the show with and moms that Cassidy, her co-host is named Cassidy, and Skylar. They sit down with Grammy nominated country music trailblazer mom Mickey Guyton, and she has some things to say about motherhood. So we're gonna tap into it. Hold on, I might see what I'm talking about. Hold on, hold
So
on,
they're still really young. I guess I think about, how my mom handled it.
hold on.
Pads,
That's the story.
those big pads that they used to have. Yes, I did.
Yes.
I did have that
Wow.
on. Yeah.
Wow. What's up, Cass?
What's up, Sky? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm hanging in there. I'm excited about our conversation today for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm a big time star and a lot to get into. I do have a deeper question for you. Have you talked about, race with your kids?
My children are just turned 7 and 3. And, so they're still really young. I guess I think about, how my mom handled it. I've thought about that conversation. I thought about it before I was a mom. I have 3 younger brothers, 3 Black men in America, and I have 1 younger sister, and we've had these conversations. We've had these tough conversations, always been open to these conversations. And I think in the past, seeing the way my parents navigated these conversations has really helped me as far as, thinking about how I'm going to do it with my children. My son is neurodivergent. And so, handling that conversation with him also is not just from a race standpoint or color or a man of color, but also having disabilities and what that looks like and navigating the world with that. And so I have not thought how I would combine those conversations. But I guess when I was young, just really my mom is she just nurtured my sense of self-worth. Understanding who I am, where I come from, where my family comes from, surrounding me with positive Black role models that I could look up to. When I first started to wanting to play, in the W and things like that, or just wanting to play basketball, period. It was right at the beginning of that 96 We Got Next campaign. And I'll never forget it was Dawn and Lisa. And, that was like my first time, Cheryl, and I think Rebecca Lobo was a part of it, but that was my first time seeing women that looked like me on that international stage, where I understood it, what that meant, and I think it was really early for my mom to understand that, how important it was for me to see those images of women that looked like me doing things that I wanted to do, and understanding that, there are systemic issues that exist. And from a young age, obviously it's by age how you're navigating these conversations. But I think it's helping me to understand that, to helping me understand some of the systemic issues, while also not like crushing my spirit, if you will.
Yeah.
She always made me believe that, I really could do anything that I wanted to do. And obviously, like I said, the conversations are more tailored, around the age of your child. But, yeah, I do think about that all the time, that conversation. I worry about that conversation, especially as a single mother, having those conversations, trying to raise a son and a daughter of color in the country, and especially the climate of this country. But just continuing, I guess, Cass, what I hope my approach would be is to, like I said, nurturing their spirit, making sure they understand, where they come from, making sure they understand their self-worth, trying to, I guess, address their emotional health too. It is a bit of a psychological toll when you realize
how much to share. Yeah. How much to have them carry, the burden of this country, which was built on racism. But I think an interesting thing that you pointed out, like with your son, safety obviously is going to be one of the number one priorities with him, and communicating to him how to communicate with police officers or when he's on his own. I'm sure that's something that that you think of from time to time. I mean, it's, I think you hit it on.
Class, like, I'm sorry, but you said it right there, because, I have seen things with children of autism, especially children of color that have autism, encounters that are misinterpreted or maybe undiagnosed, children with autism, or that cross paths with police officers or law enforcement, or how they're responded to, and you try to teach the safety measures and keep your hands visible, compliant, take your hood off, we talk about all these things, try to protect them from potential violence or misrepresentation. And it's certain things like, where do you draw the line at, and
exactly.
At what age do they stop looking cute and non-threatening to when they actually become a threat, if you will. And so, I mean, just trying to teach my kids to be aware of their surroundings regardless. And like I said, just really nurturing, their spirit and their self-worth, and all those things.
And with AM moms, sorry, with AM moms, with them doing this show, you never know what conversations they're going to have. But the conversations that I've been listening to, far as when they drop the snips on social media, or when I come and I watch them, is that you're going to get some type of knowledge coming out of this. And it's funny she started talking about, how do you teach your kids about certain things like that? Because, I was just explaining this to my son the other day. You got to be careful. You got to know the rules of driving and stuff like that. And even with that, sometimes, it may not, make a difference, but you got to, you're saying you just got to know the rules and stuff. So, I gave my little version. Then I'm like, okay, I told Mike, I was like, you're going to have to, talk to Kylan about, the rules and stuff like that, because they got to hear it from both. Mom is, more of a nurturer and stuff like that. And Mike is too, but it's more of like, he's the dad, kind of thing. So he's a little more like, I guess, not like I'm somewhat protective, like when it comes to my kids. So I try to always get the king of my kids to give them direction too, because that's important and they can hear it. And if I'll be like, am I doing, am I being too, like nurturing? Because I know that like because of what happened to Kaden, I'm more protective now than I was before. So I I try to make sure it's a balance in there with both parents. There's no I don't do, people be like co-parenting. That new talk is whatever, but but that's what I did the other day. because you're gonna have to know those rules and stuff like that when you're out there. Different rules apply to different race, and so you gotta let them know. So it was good that she came in and she explained. You're right, they do. They go from your cute little munchkins to little kings of their own, right? And so you do have to have those conversations. You even have to have the conversations where I've never been a parent to let my kids have sleepovers, spend the night, none of that kind of stuff. That we didn't do that over here. No, you can go over there and chill out for a little bit, or what I'm saying, they can come over here and chill out, or we can go in a meeting place. We can meet somewhere. But far as that, all that spending the night and all this kind of stuff, nah. When you grown, you can do that, but so just different stuff like that, and you have to have those talks with them. It's sad that you have to have talks with them like when they're 3, 4, and 5 about different stuff with people, um without saying people can't do this to you, they're not allowed, I don't care if they tell you they're gonna kill me. What I'm saying, you make sure you always tell mom and tell your dads what right offhand and stuff. So it's just how you do things. But I love the way that they start off talking about this, and then they're going to get into talking with Mickey. But it's good to, and this was just 9 days ago that they dropped this, so this is fresh. But it is good for someone who is a new parent or who doesn't understand like the way that the world works. They see it, but they don't fully understand. To hear it from other people will, what I'm saying, help you get a better understanding of everything. So let me finish. I'm not gonna play this whole thing, but I just wanted you to hear kind of like when it came to Mickey speaking about when she found out she was pregnant and that kind of stuff. So let me see if I can take you guys there when they start talking to Mickey.
We are so happy to welcome you to the show, Mickey. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to talk all things mom with you guys.
All right. So to start off, we always like to ask our guests, their best mom hacks.
I'm a gadget person, so I have a lot of things. My biggest mom hack right now, I guess it's not even I know people are against screen time, but listen, I'm a traveling mom, so my Amazon,
we do to survive, right?
Fire tablet, Roblox, Sonic, all the things like that is my thing is that gets me through is my Fire Amazon tablet.
Yep, same.
Love that.
To get me on a flight.
You've been in my house. You've been in my house before. You said all the things.
Basically.
We want to, zoom out a little bit first and maybe talk about like your career and really just, how you became just the big star you are. Like, and
the question is all mine. I have no idea how this happened. It's so crazy because especially being on a podcast like this and with moms, like my career happened when I became a mom. Like it came simultaneously. Like I put this song out. For those who don't know, I am a country singer out of Nashville, a Black woman that obviously you guys can see I'm Black, but I had this song written called Black Like Me. And it had this huge viral moment for me, something I've never experienced in my life. And I'm like, yes, like it's happening. And I obviously don't want it to happen over something like that because we were in such a weird place, which I think we still are sometimes, racially in our country. But I was starting to be like, maybe this is it. This is a success that I am ready for. And then 4 days later, I found out I was pregnant. And I didn't even know how to grasp that. I like how jarring that is as a woman, as a millennial woman. The things, the things we were taught growing up, like you couldn't have a career, that you couldn't have a family, couldn't have relationships. It was like career or nothing, or family. Like you can't have both. So when I found out I was pregnant, there was a lot of thoughts that happened in my head. Like I wasn't necessarily happy because I had to retrain my brain that I can have it all, that I am allowed to be a mom, I am allowed to work. And it was crazy.
I mean, my head is going off because I can feel exactly what you're talking about. Like, I may not be a Grammy nominated singer, but I like that feeling. I was terrified. I was terrified, even though I had planned it. You know, I was terrified of all the things that like I had in my life, and are they going to go away?
That is exactly it.
Okay, well, let it.
I've heard the song. I remember that. What was the meaning behind that song, Black Like Me? And especially at that time, like what inspires you to write that song?
Yeah, well, I had written Black Like Me in 2018.
Okay.
And I had the song, I wrote it at a writer's camp, and it was a moment in my life where I was kind of at a crossroads at my career. You know, as a woman, as a Black woman singing in a predominantly white industry, there wasn't necessarily space for, there wasn't space for me. Yeah. There's still often, I don't ever feel like there's a space for Black women in this world. It's really, really a weird feeling. But at that time, there really wasn't. And I had been pounding the pavement in Nashville for so long and nothing was happening. And I had a conversation with my husband before I wrote the song. And I was like, hey, like, why do you think country music isn't working for me? And he said, because you're running away from everything that makes you different. And it was like such a jarring thing. And I remember thinking back all throughout my life, the way I grew up, you know, being in the South, going to all Black churches, attending all white schools, not ever feeling like I had a place. That first song like I wrote after that was Black Like Me. You know, I studied Black history in college. I read this book called Black Like Me. And that's where I got the idea for the song from. And it completely changed my life in a way that I'd never thought possible. Like I played that song for my publishers in 2018, and I wouldn't get, you know, responses from anybody for like 2 days because I don't think they really, it wasn't that they didn't like the song. They just didn't know how to process a song like that in a predominantly white town. And so then when 2020 happened, I just put it out on my Instagram, which I don't even know people go on anymore. And it changed my life.
Were you surprised by the response?
Yeah.
I know you were talking about the time. Were you surprised about the response that you got from the song at the moment?
Yeah. Like it was such a weird thing because you see a response to a song that you wrote. That's something you've always wanted, but the reason behind it was painful. You know, like we were in a painful time in our country, still are. And like, how do you, it was like there was joy, but then there wasn't. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was weird. It was a really weird type of feeling for sure.
And so you're saying, obviously, this time your life changed just in terms of, you know, how people were accepting and taking to your music. And then you said 4 days later, you find out you were pregnant?
Yes.
What a week.
Right. What
when I tell you, it was like, you know, you see those videos online of like them showing the 2 lines on the stick and there's tears of joy and all of that. And I was just aghast. When I saw those 2 lines on the stick, I was like, and my husband was so happy. And like where I went to a space where I was like, I felt like I was 16 and found out I was pregnant.
Yes,
That was the feeling I initially had. Like, I'm going to be in trouble.
Right,
What
right.
am I going to do? And then I realized, wait a minute, like I'm married. Even if you're not married, however you have your baby is you're on you. But I mean, I was on paper, everything that I did the steps. But in my head, I still felt like I wasn't supposed to have this. And I, like you, Cassidy, like I mourned my former life. Like I didn't even know. I was like, what does this even look like? Like I don't even know who I'm.
What, baby? What? Oh, it's okay, Momo. It's okay. Okay, I'll tell Kylan to fix you some, okay? Okay. Kylan, fix Casey some of his favorite nuggets again. Okay, guys, I'm back now.
Who I'm going to be after this. Like, I don't want to lose that person that I was before a baby. Yeah. Now I don't want to know myself without him, you know? Oh my God. But at the time, it was really, 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 really weird.
Oh my God.
Before you found out about your pregnancy, did you have any thoughts about like motherhood in your career? Did that because you talked about change, and we have a plethora of emotions that we feel when we found out. It's a spectrum for sure.
It is
and I think it comes in waves, you know?
Yeah.
At first it's like, what do you mean? Like, I'm happy. Of course I'm happy. And it's just like,
but then wait, am I? What is this?
Yes. What am I doing? Especially, and you talk about, as far as your career and taking off and the viral moment that happened for you, did you think about, okay, when you talked about having it all, what were your thoughts about your motherhood and surrounding your career?
Well, honestly, like I said, when I found out I was pregnant, I thought I was in trouble. I was scared to tell anybody. I had a scarlet letter on my chest, a big P, whoa. And I had to be wait a second, this is good. I am allowed to have this, but it took me a minute to adjust to that. And then I was so determined to prove myself that I could do this and I could have a baby, that it did kind of affect me a little bit now, later.
Yeah. I think
it's I did too much.
Yeah. I mean, why do you think you had that feeling that, you had done something wrong? Was it, you say it was just kind of a fear?
Yeah. It's like a lot of my friends that are millennials and that are artists, what we were taught is that you're supposed to have every girl want to be like you and every guy want to fuck you.
Yeah.
And so I thought if I had both of those things, nobody's going to want to have anything to do with me. And it's so devastating for me to think about that now, because I would give anything to have Grayson, anything for him. But at that time, I thought, man, my career's over. This is it. This is over. That's all I have. And I hate that I felt that way. But then again, I was made to feel that way. It wasn't this was something that was put upon me on me.
Yep. Yeah.
It was put on myself.
Yes, for sure. We're in entertainment. You guys know how it goes. In the same way for me coming in the W and getting pregnant. I got pregnant when I was an all-star, at the height of my career.
Yeah.
In my prime, and the same. Usually start, done to give birth or to have babies or to think about that process. So I think it's not just specific to it's the industry, it's and a lot of outside factors too, Cass.
So guys, I just wanted to give you a glimpse of the show.
I'm in the back.
I got you, Tony. You on the floor? What you talking about?
Oh, I didn't see myself. How y'all doing, everybody? What's good? Hey, don't mind me, y'all. I'm driving, so y'all know. You know what time. You know what time it is on Sundays. This time of the day.
I was like, what?
My bad, y'all. Eddie B did it so fast, man. It was nice, swift, and smooth. I didn't even see her put me up there. God, no.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you when you pop up. I can actually hear you. So
Okay, good.
I'm looking at the other screen, but I can actually hear you or whatever. But yeah. So guys, for the moms out there, or for the fathers, cousin, nephews, or whatever who have women in your life, with all walks of life, this is actually a good show. It's different, they do talk about motherhood, but they also talk about balancing their careers. And it doesn't matter what career that you have, it's just the balance of being a mom. And sometimes, look, we're still growing. We don't know it all. We're growing. Look, we're going with the flow. I'm telling you, I'm learning something new. What I'm saying, every day. So, oh Lord, did Tony fall off? Tony fell off, guys. But she'll be back. But yeah, I think it's important for us to see that. I was looking for it for the players when I started beginning researching. A lot of the players were moms and stuff. And this is not my first time going over Skylar as a mom, but to be able to continue to have those type of outlets where the moms can speak and do professional sports, it's a good thing. And sometimes we be so into the ball games, the stats, and the careers, and we don't even think about the pressure they have to still deal with as being moms, and in different sports, as women. So sometimes I have to, I have to run it back because we don't have all the answers. But see, I promise you, when she left with Skylar and old girl, when she got home, she was able to get some more knowledge added on to it as she's telling her truth. And guys, when you're talking and you're in conversations, so it allows you to have your freedom. So she was allowed to say, hey, this wasn't something I was thinking. This was something that I felt like I've been taught to think that way. You know what I'm saying? As far as having grace and yes, baby.
The charger not working.
The charger not here. You can use this one. Hold on, give me like 5 minutes, okay? I told Colin to go get the one from the car.
All right, sorry, y'all.
Yeah, Tony, you just dropped out, girl. You all right, Tony?
Yeah, I touched the wrong button. Don't worry about it. It's one of them type of Sundays, y'all.
Yeah, so I just thought I'd just run it back and talk about the the players and being moms and stuff. And Skylar had she went and did a segment with Tea Time with Puma. And it's good, Tony. She was dropping some great gems in there, and it also gives more people of a highlight of what type of character Skylar has, and just how she speaks. I love her speeches. I love the way she speaks. And then also with AM Mom is a show that Skylar does with one of her homegirls or whatever. So they do this show and they bring different moms on that have different careers. So Mickey, she's a country singer, but she was talking about her experience in producing music, and how she it didn't come like one of the songs she wrote before in earlier years, how when she dropped it in I think what she said 2024, when she dropped it was a difference when it came out, and then that same week she finds out she's pregnant. So it's just different journeys, and different journeys that the mothers actually go through that we don't all see. Hey, Miss D. Hey, girl.
What's up, Miss D?
We don't always hear about, you know what I'm saying? Because we be so busy watching the games and watching the players. But we also got to remember and take in consideration these players are also moms too, in the decision making of being a mom and balancing the two. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Right, right.
Oh, AC Shottown, you gonna leave me for House of Dragons? Really?
Oh man, I can't even see the chat. Let me see how I can. Let's see.
He said he's talking about great show, ADP, but House of Dragons is on.
He
I
ain't gotta
know.
do you like that. He ain't got to do you like
Look,
that.
we don't play about our shows. Michael said, thank you. Donna said, good segment. Thank you, Donna. Michael said, ADP is so much more to all these women than playing ball. They all have interesting stories. Thanks for the show. I learned a lot. They do. And sometimes, guys, this is why I was like, Miss D, I was telling them we supposed to go on the D block. So I wanted to do something before the D block because I got in trouble. The principal called me. I got in trouble today.
Yeah, yeah.
Tony called me. Tony called me and said, "Where you at, ADP? They waiting for you." I said, "Oh shoot, Tony."
Hey, I was in the chat on time.
Oh
You
yes,
know,
you
I'm
know how we.
always late in the chat.
Yeah, she is a big girl. It's okay though. but but yeah, so I was like, let me get up here and talk a little bit about the players and far as being moms and what they got to go through because it's so much stuff going on in the W. We don't always get to tell these stories, Tony, or we don't always get to
Of
post
course.
it or talk about it. And like you said, I remember Tony going back on her show and saying, yeah, I want to talk about the game and stuff, but I also want to talk about the highlights of other people and stuff like
Hmm.
that. Because if you didn't know and you wasn't watching, Marina had a purpose with her threes. Like I said, she had a purpose with her threes, and that was $6,500 that is donated to a cause because she shot that many threes in the game. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But you won't hear that highlight because they're so busy just their agendas, the type of agendas they have. So they're so busy with that stuff. So in
Right.
the midst of all of that, we have to be able to talk about different things on our channel whether it's walks of life, whether it's players being moms, whatever, whether we're going through something, we all need to come together and have a group hug meeting. You know what I'm saying? We should be able to do those as well, just like
Absolutely.
when you did that show about coaching and you played how the guy was training Alyssa and stuff like that. That was good knowledge to learn. I didn't know that. A lot of people in the chat didn't know all of that. They knew who the guy was, but they didn't know.
Right.
Oh, Big Girl said those white people were mad at her. Talking about what about the white woman? Oh, are you talking about when she was you talking about mac and cheese, Big Girl? But yeah, yes, baby. Okay, well you gotta fix it to play a game. But yeah, Tony, what you want to say, Tony?
Girl, look here. I'm glad to be up on your channel. Hey, let me say this. Hey, Dread said, do I ever sleep? I don't. I ain't gonna lie. I don't sleep. I sleep. I take cat naps. I take cat naps. I close my eyes for about maybe 5 minutes. That's it. Then the little cat naps. But I love the idea of being able to share stuff like this. Um, Skylar Diggins is extremely intelligent. She's extremely intelligent. It's always good to hear what she has to say in her conversations. Um, but being able to share it with others and hearing other stories because there's so many, like I said before, like enjoying sports, especially women's sports, uh, is not for everybody. But for those that it is not for, I wish they would go away. I'm just being honest. I wish they would just freaking go away and allow us that really enjoy women's sports the way that it's meant to be enjoyed, just like we allow them to enjoy the men's sports when they're over in their little zone talking about XYZ. But there's so many women in sports, period, that they go through so much and you never get to hear their story. It's always be quiet. It's always, keep it in house. It's always, keep it a secret. But just hearing Skylar speak as often as we hear her speak outside of the court, because when she's on the court, we got to hear drum. But when she's talking off the court,
she's passionate. But we understand Skylar, though. We understand.
We definitely understand Skylar. I understand Skylar. Right?
Me too.
I just think that for most, when we talk about everyday life and the things that they go through that they're unable to really share, they gotta hide and do different things, maneuver a certain way. It just becomes really strange in that aspect. But I love to hear their stories. I love to hear what they got going on. I absolutely adore it. I love to hear others' stories. It's important to hear others' stories because then oh, it's just not Skylar. Oh, it's just not, I don't know, Cece. Oh, it's just not Angel. Oh, it's just not Asia Wilson. It's just not those individuals. It's everybody. And every last one of those ladies will have families. Those that are looking to have families, have kids. They're going to go through moments like this as long as they're athletes, and they just have to be prepared. And it's always good to have the conversations. So they know how to best tackle the situation than to be in the dark and having to do it alone. So it's always good when you have someone that can kind of help you navigate through moments like that. So I'm very, very excited that we do have moments like this where the ladies can sit down at a table and just have a conversation or come on a podcast and just talk about themselves so we get to know more about them other than just them in that particular sport. So, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, because what Tyler said in the beginning when she first started telling her story is, Tony, not just today, but before when I have pulled up when she was talking about everything she went through for us, the teens and being pregnant and stuff like that. Well, you know what I'm saying? It's the fear of, it's not so much as a little bit of the fear of talking and you never know what to expect when you're telling your truth.
Right.
And getting everything out. Because I remember Dejanay saying that she has something to tell and, to get off her chest, what she had to go through as far as the injuries and all that kind of stuff when the time came. So it's also like, about them feeling comfortable to come out and, and talk about it. Because I look up and see who's talking about it so you can hear them. And then some later they be like, they're going to talk about it a little bit later rather than now. So, they want to say something, but they're just not ready to. They're trying to figure out maybe how to say it in a certain time frame to say it. But nowadays, Tony, everybody coming out with something, and which is good, because once you start doing it and you give your freedom of speech, a lot of more athletes, as far as the women, they're going to speak out too on what they went through and how that process went, because you were brave enough to come out and tell your truth. And you'd be like, whoa, I didn't know this about Scott. Whoa, she was going through all this. You just never know. And you're constantly being judged, But when I noticed with Skylar, when she's telling her truth, or when Angel's telling her truth, or when AT was speaking on the pressers telling her truth, you could just see it was an outlet for them to get it out. Like they needed that. They needed to get it out, and pretty much you start to silence the outside noise. You're like, look, I gotta get these thoughts out. I gotta get them going through out. I can no longer hold it. And that's what we don't know. We realize it, Tony, that a lot of players, they face this and they don't talk about it. We can see certain things. We know when they're not themselves, but we can't speak for them, even though we'd be like, this is what we think, or in my opinion. But until they speak out and give their truth, we really just saying what we think. So that's what I love about them being able to speak out and being able for us to catch it, because it's important that we be able to tell the players truth, because it's going to be, like you said, it's going to be more players coming and having kids and all that kind of stuff, and they're going to be looking for what, different kinds of solutions in different situations that they're going to be going through that end, that somebody else like a Skylar or Lisa Leslie had to do it while having kids or whatever. Like she got a Skylar Balance is traveling with two. Lisa was like, they ain't have all this. You know what I'm saying? When we was
Right.
she was like, they ain't have all this. So just being able for them, because Lisa did a show with them too, talking about being a mom and a vet and everything like that. It's a lot trying to balance the two. You're just having a baby and you gotta think about, you gotta get ready to go to work in so long.
Right. Absolutely.
And if you are dealing with postpartum, you don't have time to really heal from it, because you're going work, baby, work, home, husband. You know what I'm saying? Like
yes, yes.
That's why your brains be on fire, Tony.
fried and laid to the side.
Look, Tony, I know you had your one blessing, but you got them two grand blessings, right? And girl, like when I had
amazing.
before I had the twins and I had Yanni and Kylan, oh my gosh, Tony, it's crazy when one gets sick, but then when the other one gets sick in the same week, oh my gosh, girl, your mind be going crazy. You like, oh my gosh, going from one child to the other child when their needs and stuff like that. That's definitely a lot too when you got two kids. Either look in sports or look they sick or whatever. You like, oh my gosh, that's therapy in itself, because you like, which way do I go?
It sure is.
You like, so I used to have to say, like, it's a blessing of the people in your life, because I would have to tell, like, my oldest son, his father, I'd be like, look, you're gonna have to compensate for these days that I miss out of work. I mean, I'm just saying. And so that's what he had to do, because he travel on the road and all that kind of stuff. So it's on me that I would have to take off. So I'm like, you're gonna have to put that together, plus my add to my allowance, everybody. But I was like, yeah, you're gonna have to do that. But that's a good man that understands who he is as a father, not just to my 18-year-old, but also at the time my daughter too. So I mean, it just worked out. But suppose I didn't have that. Everybody don't have that.
Right. Everybody don't.
That is crazy within itself. When you dealing with, kids with sports, you got the volleyball, you traveling, you got to travel with the sports, or when your kids are sick and it's nothing you can do. You cannot show up. You have to call off, because your babies can't stay home by themselves to a certain age, or whatever. So it's like, man. Even with Tony, even as moms with having babies and stuff, that's a surgery. It is. Especially when you have your first one, you do need somebody there, or a village or a counselor or something. You just had your first baby. So you don't know if any thoughts you have, and are they regular, normal, whatever. You'd be like, what is this? Wait a minute. This ain't the same me. Am I okay?
It ain't the same. It ain't the same.
So that moms, have to go through a lot, no matter what job you have, no matter what career you have. Shoot, we are celebrity to our kids in every life that we touch. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, we go through a lot of stuff as moms, and having jobs, you taking care of us, Tony. Kudos to Tony, guys. Shout out to Tony, what you do for us. And then you come, and even now you a grandmom to your blessings, and also you're working, you're doing content. I mean, Tony is nonstop everywhere. And
I was doing yard work today. Whoever was on my TikTok, y'all saw me doing yard work. Taking care of some weeds, taking care of some bushes and weeds, and I was on live a little bit today on TikTok.
Oh, you did your garden?
Yeah.
I don't see your big girl. Look, she got her gardening stuff too. See, y'all be into that
Look,
stuff.
I wasn't doing gardening, ADP. I was doing labor. I was cutting down some bushes.
Oh my God.
I took a fence apart. I had to roll up all of that fence fabric. I had to take the pipe. I had to take the pipe and cut it into pieces because it was too long. Hey, I was doing manual labor out there, boy. I was working.
Oh my gosh, Tony, slow down, Tony.
Yeah, I do. I gotta slow down. I need to go sit down somewhere for real.
You know, look, you know, if you don't slow down, God gonna slow you down. Be like, Tony, I'm gonna need you to rest for a little bit because Tony be on the road.
I'll never stop.
No, you be like, Tony, I need you to come on with me, or Tony this, or Tony this. Man, Tony be right there. Where you at, Tony? I'm on the road, but I'm still doing my show. She be rolling, guys. That's dedication. Then she'll get on the phone, do some yard work, go on her date, come back and do her YouTube. Like, man. Hercules. And then she'll have her grandbabies. Let me say, I was telling them too, because Big Girl used to tell me that. I'd be like, I was like, Big Girl, I'm not gonna be able to come on, you know what I'm saying, because of Moot Moot.
Right.
You know, Moo Moo might get moody or something like that, you know, whatever or something. And then Big Girl's like, girl, they understand motherhood. You gonna be all right. They'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? With Casing in the background. And now to the point, I don't know, guys. I keep Casing out.
I tune it out. It don't bother me.
Except when he keep talking about them chicken nuggets and stuff. I can't help it, America. We make so many chicken nuggets a day.
Let him have all the chicken nuggets he wants.
Tony, I fixed some when I was talking to you. Then you want some more chicken nuggets.
It don't matter. Give him some more.
Them boys can eat. Boys, they be eating. I'm telling you. He likes certain stuff, but they can eat. And so then Tony, her and Keisha, they would have the grandbabies up there. So this was just confirmation of what Big Girl said. And so they would have the grandbabies up there. I said, oh, look at this. I said, Keisha, you know that's her best friend. I said, look at Keisha's little best friend up there. He just having him a good time.
He always having a good time.
I said, they still working. They still up doing that content. They still doing a show. I said, Tony got tag team. She up there with 2 of them.
I had 2 of them one day for real.
She rocking the baby, doing her YouTube, and got the other baby with the iPad. And then they want their certain shows. Guys, I'm telling you, the lifestyle of content creators as moms and grandparents ain't no joke. Because when I have Horace and Casey, I be like, oh man, look, just go ahead, do whatever you got to do. Just don't hurt yourself in the process, man. And one day I was like, I got off this live. I said, what in the world is going on up in here? I felt like Flo on the Jeffersons. I was cleaning up, guys. Boy, them little jokers that had stuff everywhere in the room. I said, good gosh. I said, look, the chat don't know what we be going through. They done redecorated and then tell me.
Yeah, so, they'll be like, is she distracted? Heck yeah, I'm distracted all these bodies around here.
So you guys don't know what we have to go through. And then we got the social, like, oh Lord, man, I don't even that's another day in itself. Y'all just don't know what the women go through on the content creator. That's all I'm gonna say. Everybody want attention. Everybody, look, you got a schedule and a time sometimes, you know, but they don't see that. They don't care. So, oh my gosh, it's crazy, guys. But you know, it's worth it. But just know that we do a lot behind the scenes and in front of you guys, like. And trying to balance the two for us being moms and grandparents and things like that, and getting out the content to you. It may look easy because we hop up here and stuff like that. You know, we got to deal with the StreamYard freezing up and so many things, but we still come up here and we bring y'all that good content, you know. And I just like to have a balance of everything. I had to give us a cooling point because I know it's going to be some talks about you know what I'm saying, what's going on with All-Star and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I didn't want to get too much into it. I just want to say when it came to like JJ, I'm gonna pull it up, guys, because I didn't, and Brokla had pulled it up earlier, but I it's a and just you know how people gotta have it. They know what they're doing, but why they keep doing it is all for clicks and bait, and you just hate to see it off of somebody else's emotions. Especially
Yeah, I'm Broclaw. I'm gonna get Broclaw. Broclaw to tell me what's going on this morning.
He went up. I forgot what time he didn't set a thumbnail for it.
I know the rat.
He just came
You
up.
red.
I'm snitching on Broclaw, guys.
Yep. She a red.
But see, that's a regular for me, Tony. I always got to tell her.
I know. I'll be like, Broclaw, this is what they said. That's what you doing? Who said that? Who said that? The chat be snitching. I say, yep, the chat be snitching. I'm gonna get you. The chat ain't getting no stitches either. They supposed to tell me they not gonna get no stitches because they chat because they snitching. No, they not getting no stitches. They can snitch all day.
Right. So yeah, it's crazy, but we have to look. We have to tell on Gummy because Gummy be acting up and stuff. He be acting up. I have to tell on him.
Is it clear? Am I coming out clear? Is there noise in the background?
A little bit, but not bad at all. What new gadget you got, Tony? Because I know
I don't have no new gadget. I'm just on the mic, and I have the earpods on, but I have the mic on too, and I'm just trying to make sure that everything is not as loud.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was trying to find that one with I done saved so much stuff. You know it's something too, Tony, when Jasmine Crockett talking about the Barbie. I said, oh my goodness.
Oh, my girl Jasmine Crockett was talking about the Barbie. That's my girl Jasmine. I'm pulling up. That's my girl Jasmine Crockett. I love it. Look, I just took a picture with Jasmine Crockett about 2 months ago.
You did? She's such a people person, man.
She was she was over here at the Barbara Jordan Center over here in San Antonio, and actually I was on my way to jump on the road, and somebody said she was going to be in town. I said, I'm staying. And I went right over there and met with her, and we took a picture. We talked a little bit. We took a picture. See, people know people. I'm just saying. Folks know people. I know people. I know people.
That's what Brooklyn was trying to tell him. She said, okay. Let me pull it up, Tony. She did a clip. Let me go to pull this up. Share screen. Creates. Okay, let me pull it up. I gotta show you what she wrote up there. I don't know if you can see it. She said, am I too old to want an Angel Reese Barbie? I absolutely love this for her. And the comments, they was like, my wife and I purchased 25 of those dolls to donate to the local D9 chapter that specifically runs programs for young Black girls. That's what I'm talking about.
Beautiful. Nope. Get you one, Jasmine. I'm going to have to send her a message. Get you one, get you two. I don't care how many you get. But look.
Oh, somebody said nope. They said nope. My mama ordered mine, and I'm 44. I'm getting one. I'm 52. So what's the deal? I'm older than Jasmine. I'm older than her mom. I mean, I want it for support. I'm supporting Angel. But I mean, it's an historical moment for women athletes, right? For an African American basketball player to be the first Black Barbie. This is an icon. And so my mom, when I ordered mine, she said it a little bit too late. After I hit pay, I would have got two because she wants one. And so now I'm going to have to try to figure out how I can find her a Barbie because she wants it. It's a collectible. Go back to Target. Go back on Target and Walmart website.
Okay, because I thought they were all sold out.
No, what happened was, let me tell you what happened with Amazon. Amazon was taking too long. I ain't got time to play with Amazon. They were taking too long to take money out of my account. So I said, okay, since y'all want to do that, before I cancel, I'm gonna go over here and look on Walmart and Target, because Target is the one that's really showcasing them. And I said, let me look. And Target had it. They had it up there, so I ordered with Target, and it'll be here Wednesday.
Okay, yeah, because mine will be here tomorrow, so I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna have to go back once I get to my destination, and go and order her one. I think if you have an opportunity to get one, it's a collectible item. Don't take it out of the box because it's no longer collectible.
No, that's why I said I had to get Harvest one. I have to order Harvest one on the side that she can play with Angel. But this one right here, she's on my Angel item. Pop. You got your Angel right, Tony?
I have my what?
Girl, you got your pop right with Angel Reese, the pop?
The soda?
No. You know
pop?
Yeah, pop, the collectors of the players.
No, I do not. I don't have
with
it.
The big head.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. No, I do not have that. I've seen it. I do not have it. I am going to get one. Well, because here's the deal. They had it for $8? Okay, I'm going to get one.
$8. Go online and see. They should. Hopefully, they still have them. But where I got mine from, I had got mine from Walmart.
Okay, yeah, I will definitely look for it.
Walmart went up on the price after. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen them. But the thing is, so one of the things I do is I collect Beanie Babies. You know, the little Beanie Babies?
Yeah, you do. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I have like a bunch. Like they're very, very, I can sell one and have a lot of money. I'm just saying. I have like some really, really expensive Beanie Babies that if I were, like I said, if I sell them, I'd have it. It's great. Put it this way. Yes, I collect those. There's certain ones that I collect. I have not collected them in a while, but yes, I have like a nice collection of those, and they are sealed. And I actually collected them for my son when my son was growing up. And then he acts like he don't want them, so that's fine. I'm going to keep them because I'm going to tell you, put it this way, one of them is worth over $10,000. So, I mean, that was back then. No telling what it's worth now. So, yeah, you gotta when you're become a collector of things, you have to make sure that you actually do your research on them. You don't just collect it to collect it. We know that Angel Reese doll, once they're sold out, who knows if they're gonna get more? And if they get more, like it's gonna be a minute. It's gonna be a minute, and it's gonna just end up being a collectible item years down the line because they may not always have it, right?
And I don't know if Tony, I don't know if really Mattel, I don't know if they realized. I don't think they realized that this was gonna happen. I don't think so. You know how you be like, yeah, we're gonna make a very talented player. We're gonna make her Barbie, but I don't think they expected for her Barbie to be sold out like that.
I don't know. I think that maybe they were betting on that.
You think so?
Given her status right now, I think that they could question and say, well, we knew it would do well. We didn't think it would do this well, right?
Right.
Because it depends on how many they made, right? Did they make enough to restock? If they didn't make enough to restock, it's going to be a minute before they restock them. So it just depends on how many they chose to do offhand. And we will see. We shall definitely see. I'm going to tell my friends too, because my friends are probably going to go and say, hey, you guys go get this doll. This is going to be a collectible item. Do not open or break the seal and let it stay fresh.
Yeah, because what's going to happen, that price going to go up, Tony. You know how
it is. And they
that
sure
price
will.
Going to go up. If you don't get them now, their price is going to go up because they see what it's doing. And guess what? They know people gonna buy it. So this was like a tester, guys. Because like I told you, you can't be bad when they go up because those collector Barbies are usually running 50 and up.
Yeah.
For collector Barbies.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Ooh, look, Tony, Lyric said that on Amazon now the Angel Barbie is $62.
They are they jacked the price. Because again, they didn't expect the, like you said, I knew that they would sell them, but would they sell out like that in a matter of hours? I don't That part, I don't think. I'm agreeing with you on that. I'm agreeing with you on that. I don't think maybe they knew it would sell out just in a matter of hours like that. But yeah. And so the ones that they do have, as you can see, they said they were sold out, right? But what companies do is they put so many out, they sell them, see how they're going to do, and then they come back, as you can see Amazon did. They came back, and now they have them out again.
Yep.
And the price is 2 times higher than, double the price, 2 times higher than it was when it first came out. So, yeah.
Because even when I saw the price from all three of them, I was like, for collectors Barbies? Because I have Otter B. Wells and Madam C.J. Walker. I have those two. And I said, wait, for collectors Barbies? And especially, I used to like the birthday Barbies, and I used to get some of them. I said, them things were 50 and up, Tony. I said, they selling this for 34? Oh, yeah, you better jump on.
We started getting Barbies with my brother. Look, it was 6 of us. 3 girls, 3 boys. My brothers would take our dolls, child, bust their heads, break their arms, throw them over the fence. We could not get no more Barbies. Our brothers were terrors to us. Now, mind you, I'm the oldest of 6, but they didn't care. If I hit them, they found them. And I was like, where's this? They were just little knots. They were bad. When I said they were bad, they were bad. They took all, ain't no damn dolls around here. I literally watched my brother in the backyard take one of the Barbie dolls and kicked it like it was, put it on a football tee and kicked it like he was kicking a field goal. They were so mean. They were mean. Oh, they were mean. My brothers laugh. Look, we laugh about that to this day. Our brothers, they were like little terrorists, boy.
Man, dang, Tony, I'm sorry for bringing up childhood.
Girl, the dramas, the childhood dramas of brothers.
Guys, y'all see what conversation doing, right? Look, bring it all out. Tony remember about her Barbies and heads getting throwing them.
Yeah, I said, don't even buy us nothing. Look, if you buy one, go buy one from the dollar store. Go buy one of the dolls that as soon as you take it out the pack, it's gonna break apart. That way the boys don't have to, we ain't gotta worry about them breaking it. It's gonna already be broken when you open the pack. So it's funny.
That is crazy work, man. Them boys was something. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. So now Lyric said age 62. Ooh, that's probably.
And she will say she got her food up. She got her phone for. Yeah, she got it for $5.
Oh, she said when the trade happened. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, she got the Chicago one. Now, is there the Atlanta one?
No, I haven't seen the Atlanta one yet. They need to make the Atlanta one. They probably got so much going on now. They need to. I don't know what they're doing because normally, for the guys, you have a series every so many months. Yes, baby. You have a series for every. Stop. You don't have to yell, no.
No, turn this down.
I'll ask Kylan. Kylan, Casey said his chicken done. He ain't playing with you. Did you put his chicken nuggets in there? Are they doing Kylan? My doodle was earlier. Oh, they're not done yet. Don't don't let them cook too long because those dino nuggets are not as okay, because he ain't gonna eat nothing but crisp, but let him have it. Yeah, Casey done. I'm telling you that's when he comes on and let him show it out. But he don't play by
his nuggets.
Nuggets and rice. He laid off the rice for right now. Little Rice King. But yeah, so we and she gave one to D. Let me see. He wanted the dino ones. You can see if he'll eat them. Okay, well go ahead, Casey. If he don't, you might have to put me up more and make them crunchy. Tony, she gave D-Way daughter one. She gave her.
Yeah,
Barbie.
and then she bought her a shirt and said, "Oh my gosh, she's just so spoiled." Yeah, Angel, you spoiling her.
Yeah, because she loves Angel.
She loves Angel. That's her.
And then
that's her.
I'm so proud of Moki. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all can't say nothing else. Moki has been showing out for her girls, boy. She know when her girls need her. She was at the All Star.
Go ahead, Moki. Yes, she got both her babies in there. Yes, indeed.
I'm like, damn, Moki.
Sure.
Boy, we need, even though Monkey good where she at, but boy, if she was in the W, boy, that stuff.
No, yeah, we'll need Monkey. Them girls that give Monkey a heart attack. Monkey needs to stay right where she is. Monkey, she won't have time to have patience at that point. Them grown women will send Monkey to her casket too soon. Yeah, leave Monkey alone. Monkey good right where she at. Just like Dawn. Dawn is good where she's at. I think Dawn is great for college players. Can she come in a W and probably do something? Maybe, but you don't want to take that chance because your life expectancy as a coach in the W is
different.
Yeah, it's like a snap of a finger, then you out of there. Somebody don't like you gone. You know, at least you have a chance while in college basketball. You have an opportunity to build a program, get it how you want it, recruit how you want. You get to pick, like you just don't have that in the W like that. And then again, people that have left college coaching to go to the W still find themselves trying to figure out what they're going to do next because then again, coaches' life expectancy in the W is not that long. I think some of your longest coaches is Cheryl Reeve, Becky Hammonds, Stephanie White. Those are some of your coaches. Even old crazy girl who made that comment about Angel, like they've been in there a little bit, but you just you have such a turnaround with coaches. And so you really, truly just need to allow yourself the opportunity to stay where you are, especially if you're a college coach, because you are absolutely the brainstorming coach that gets these ladies prepared for the W, right? Alongside of some things that they're doing on the side as well with personal training and stuff like that, those that can afford it, and just getting in the gym and getting extra work. Your coaches that are helping these young ladies prepare in certain capacities are in college and should continue because you need that in college. You don't need someone else coming in and they don't know what they're doing and now they're coming very ill prepared for the W move forward. So I say allow them to stay where they are.
Yeah, I would too. You're right, Tony. Cause
yeah, I wouldn't want to see Dawn. I wouldn't want to see Dawn. I wouldn't want to see. There's a few coaches that I just do not want to see come into the W and then have the life expectancy. Because again, you have players that can make or break your career. As you can see right now, how who knows what's going to happen with Stephanie White's career moving forward? Do you?
Right.
So,
you don't.
I think that she gets a little bit more of a rope, leniency on the rope slack, simply because she has done some great things. Like the last coach before her, that coach was out of there. That coach was one and done when it came to CC and more so her fans and the people surrounding her, right? I think that she had a great opportunity had they allowed her to have another year. That's the same thing as Teaspoon. Teaspoon to me, and I'm just gonna say it out loud, right? I've shared this before with Keisha behind the scenes and stuff like that. I think that Teaspoon absolutely was in over her head. It's something that coaching is something that she had to get accustomed to in certain styles, right? And so it was a struggle. And then taking notes from some of the players to become better to me is something that I commend, because she didn't have to take any advice from any of the players, which she absolutely did take advice from some of the players that year that she was in Chicago, and she worked on some things and allowed them to put themselves in the winning and to win some games, but put themselves close to playoff contentions, which they absolutely would have made, except for Angel got hurt, then Camilo got hurt, then Kennedy got hurt, and they missed the playoffs by one game. They missed the playoffs by one game, and so therefore Atlanta got to the playoffs. So this is what I come to say about Atlanta, right? After talking about Spoon definitely needed some experience, so have an opportunity to keep coaching. It builds character, and you work on. Not to say that she didn't have the skill, the knowledge to do it. It's just that she was a young coach in that aspect, right? You can train people all day long. You could be a motivating speaker all day long. You can be a player, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you are a fitted coach, right? For per se, whatever team. I think that had she gone to another team, she probably would have done different. I don't know. Time would tell. It was just that she was green in that capacity, so it kind of hurt her in the end. Did she do a good job with recruiting? I'd say she did. They just needed to allow her to do things her way and see it out. But at the same time, Chicago being her first coaching gig and having to work with Jeff P just was not a great fit. Moving forward on to Atlanta, now taking on Angel, but that first year, everybody's like, well, they've gone 2 years in a row and and they should be better than they are. No, they escaped in because Chicago let them in the door 2 years ago, right? So they just did get in there. And yes, they lost. They weren't a playoff caliber team, but they slipped in because Chicago just couldn't finish. Now, last year, they bought in some pieces. They made a perfect run, right? They had losses in the first half of the season. They came in that second half of the season, and they just tore it up. Between them and the Aces, they tore up the league last year in the second half of the season. And that's why they were positioned the way that they were. And that's not to say that they won't this year. I'm just saying that this year, the teams have readjusted themselves. Each team have made some key element moves when it came to the open season of players. And so you're just not going to see that again. Is it possible? Yes. Will it happen? More than likely, no. Why? Because there's teams that have bought in some key pieces that allow them to do things differently, as well as the dream getting Angel. So I need people to understand that piece. But it goes back to the coaching. Semesco has to do a great job in the second half of this season, because that will make or break the dream. Because he has to be a coaching coach. You can't just be a player development coach. You have to also have the wits and the notion to be able to coach your team through adversity when they're finding themselves down. It's taking Angel, as they've all alluded to say that, hey, well, Angel has been that piece that kind of keeps us going, that engine, and peps us up, and it's the start of her engine that keeps the rest of us going. But I'm glad it is, and every team needs a player like that, but it shouldn't get to that every single game. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
so
I think that's going to be for a lot of teams, even with the teams that's getting the pieces to plug in. This second half is really going to determine, and they're going to. It ain't no playing around for any team. First, second, third, all those spots can get taken. So I hope the decision, and remember, right before our Barbie night, Tony, that's the end of the trade deadline. So we get right here some shenanigans with that, because we know what we be talking about. We know some shenanigans going down before Barbie night.
Oh, that goal is funny.
I said, buckle up, because you don't know who or what is getting ready to go down. We got a feeling.
We just don't know.
We got a feeling, though, and that feeling ain't moved yet, so we'll see what happens,
Hey.
But it's going to be some surprises. You're going to be like, no, they didn't. No, they did not waive this one.
Oh, well, we're going to see. We're going to see. That man, Look here. I think that they bought in Aaliyah Nye, right? They bought her in, but they have yet to use Aaliyah Nye.
Is she a developmental Tony, or is she on a regular?
No,
contract?
she's on a contract.
Oh shit, Tony! Don't you start nothing, Tony. Don't you start nothing, Tony. Because then
she's not playing. I'm like, what are we doing here? Like, why isn't she playing? Like, what is all these people doing? Like, what y'all doing? Y'all, everybody breaking. I don't know what y'all doing. Is there a problem going on with this lane?
You know what they doing, Tony. They negotiate behind them scenes and politics negotiate.
I don't know. They bought her in, but I'm like, they bought her in, and she's just not doing. She hasn't been able to play. They brought her in one game. She played a minute. Another game, they brought her in. She played 2 minutes. She was hurt for some time.
Because they playing Sherrod more than they playing her.
And Shiraz is a one. She's coming in for the one spot. Like,
but I'm just
she's
saying,
coming in to take over Pow Pow. That's a Pow Pow move. Yeah, they playing her. They playing her, but Nye is a 2, so Nye would actually come in for like a Gray, because I think Gray is playing. No, Howard is the 2, and Gray is a 3. So
Big Girl said not coming off injury.
Yeah, she coming off injury, but I want to see if they're gonna play her. The question is she gonna have to be able to get some minutes where she can? Because if she's coming in for Rye and they don't never let Rye in, then my thing is, why did you recruit? I mean, why did you get her? Right? Why'd you sign her? Like, you definitely need somebody there for the spot. Don't get me wrong, but you got to think, like, for me, I'm going to think logically. Like, she's definitely a 3-point shooter, a sure shooter. She's a sure shooter, and I would love to see her out there and knock down some shots where our actual shooters aren't getting it done, right? It allows her to go in and get it done, but I just don't know. I don't know what they want, right? What do y'all want?
I don't know. Semesco know what he wants.
Like, you gotta have, again, the starters have to have moments where they can rest, and you have to have players that can come in and fill that void and not let the team go backwards within the game. They need to keep the team either steady or pushing forward and get stops on the defensive end. So, so it's one of those things. Gould said that the Sky is absolutely going to go to the playoffs. And you know what? They probably will. Hey, I mean, they just have to learn how to finish. If they can finish, I mean, as you can see, they've been in it against some key teams. And being in it against the top teams right now in the league, it sure does show opportunity. I think even last year, even with the not so great guard play that they had, there were still some games they were in it and they just could not finish. So it's just, I don't know. You can't put it all on Tyler.
No, that's Luke.
You can put the rotation most definitely on Tyler. You can put the rotation on him big time, 100%, because it's trash. His rotation is straight ass, period. But for as the players, I think that you use Cloud the way you use it, but Cloud then got so point happy where she just needs to be a facilitator. And at moments when she's open, yeah, she needs to shoot, but let your shooters be shooters. Oh, yeah, boy, that cop is on and he turned real quick, fast, in a hurry. Go get him, Smokey. Get him, Smokey.
Yeah. It's not just that team. You know, you picking up pieces. You got to see how that piece work for you, and you better hope it worked like you want it to.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, when you picking up pieces late in the game like that, you really, it's like, man, it's like, you know, your other players, you know what they can do, but you still adding on another person, and you want that, and the person you adding on, you want them to play. So you got to figure out. And I'm not talking about just for the drink. I'm talking about the other teams too. So if
He passed up 2 cars to go get another one. Girl, I'm just tripping out on this cop. This cop is funny as heck.
That's what they be doing sometimes.
That joker said, "Shroop!" And they'll go the lights. Got him. Got him.
Tony ain't right, y'all. Tony is not right. Tony ain't right. Tony, how you gonna do that to America?
Hey, they gotta drive the dang speed limit on this highway. You know, look, anybody that knows,
he probably was trying.
He was trying to get where he was going and ain't pay attention because he thought on these dark back roads he could do what he want. But anybody that drives this particular area knows where the cops are. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I know. I remember. Yeah, I can smell them
where the cops are. And if you speeding, you asking for a ticket. You asking for a ticket. We all know we don't come in this area and speed whatsoever.
He didn't get the memo, Tony. He can't get.
No,
he ain't from around because he don't know. Look, he not from around because he don't know.
Yeah, Goon said that they should have Williams and Azare as your closers in the paint. Not Camilla.
Okay, have Azare as your closer and see what happens. And if they don't start using Camilla Goon and keep going away from her and don't know, everybody know you got to have her getting started in the early part. But what happens is everybody get kind of like hero ball a little bit. And yeah, you get your stats and stuff, but you still, I don't know what's up with these teams, but you got to use your bigs. And you got to figure out a way to get your bigs involved.
Yep. I say the same.
ADP, they get a big league without Camilla. Okay, you think so? You know why they get a big league? Because they stopped from going to Camilla and they start getting that hero ball. Everybody got something to prove now all of a sudden. And what you got to say for that, Goon? Since you ain't here talking, and look, if you really want to do all that, Goon, run it back. If you had Rakia, and you had Dejanay, do you honestly think Sydney Taylor would have got her chance? Okay, I'll land.
Well, hey, that's a good land.
I'm just saying. And then, if Dejanay come back this season, she got something to prove. So where's everybody going? I'm just saying. Goon don't start nothing. She should have been an all-star. He had the opportunity to use her, but that wasn't their focus. Their focus was on Rakia. So you see, he set her out. That was not their focus. They wanted Rakia, and Rakia got hurt. So next man up. So she should have been, yes. You have to talk to that organization about that, Goon.
Yeah, that's your organization. You got to talk to your organization about that. Don't have nothing to do with the choice that was made at the time when they were picking that.
Lead the team. She don't mind if she got to lead the team, Goon. She sure ain't. She's not gonna be mad at all.
That's not what your guys from Sky Central said. Sky Central said they adoring Camilla. People are adoring Camilla in Chicago. Why you wanted to leave, Goon?
I'm saying that's what I'm saying. Like, Goon, you need to back up Bob Miller now, because you do too much on my girl, too much on my niece poo. You got to back up.
Dang, another cop got another one. Golly, it's slinging cops.
Oh, it's like hotcakes. Oh yeah, it's the weekend. They got to be
it's slinging cops, boy.
Before the first of the month.
Yeah, boy, look at this another one on the side of me. What's up, Mr. Officer? Mr. Officer.
Tony is crazy. Tony messing with them people.
Girl, because they'll be, look, if it was me, they'll be like, look at her. Yeah, they did.
Well, at least you don't do like my aunt. She be coming for a second while. I said, I used to say, like, Gina, how you get here so fast? She'd be like, girl, I said, you were going 100, won't you? They don't care. Tony, she would drive 100 all the way here.
Hey, Well, because there's a stretch going to, depending on where's she coming from.
Columbia.
Okay. No, I'm about to say there's a stretch going from Louisiana to Georgia where, yeah, you can absolutely just break your car wide open and just go.
Hey.
Yeah, trust me. I went with my Camaro and baby, when I say I punched it, baby, look at here.
Yeah.
I said, Lord, please don't let the cop catch me because I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail.
They
Don't let
straight
him
they
get me
straight up
out.
gave some for the $300 ticket, man.
Shit, that wouldn't have been no ticket for me. It would have been clank clank. Put these bracelets on and let's go. That's what they
be like, let's test you, Tony. Let's test you. You be like, yeah, I've been drinking all right, drinking that speed.
Yeah, I just want the Camaro to go fast. I just want to bust it open. Yeah.
See, that's what the Mustangs and all that. That's what y'all be doing.
Yeah, I don't need no car that fast. That car, I had to get rid of that car. Yeah, that car was too fast. I didn't need no fast car like that. I just got it because I wanted it, but it did not. I actually drove it very sensibly. And my son is like, you should give me this car because you don't know what to do with it and you just drive it like it's a city car. I was like, hell no, you didn't get my car. You up in there talking about some need for speed, and next thing I know, I gotta come find out that you in the clinker or
right. He want to get it so he can do the same.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, Casey, you in there have you a good little time.
That's what I'm talking about. Goon said he gonna come bail me out. He said they some gangsters. Hey, in the chat, they gonna come bail me out. My chat folks gonna come. They gonna come bail me out.
Oh, that's so nice of you guys.
That's so sweet, Goon. That's good. Yeah, thank y'all. Yeah. I don't worry about it. I don't have it no more. I had to get rid of it because it was too fast for me. I ain't gonna lie, it was too fast for me. I don't need cars like that. And I never hardly drove it. That's the other point. It stayed in the garage. I never hardly drove it. But when I drove it, I was like, yeah, no. My son's like, just give me the car. I was like, no. I'm just going to get rid of the car because I give you this car, it's going to spell problems. No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Tony, look, he would have did the same thing. Both of them would have been having a good time. They would just switching up.
Yeah, no. I said no. I said no.
Oh boy!
I don't need no Hellcat, Goon. You really trying to get me?
She had a motorcycle. I'm surprised she had no.
Now that's not who me.
Yes, Tone.
I have two of them.
Oh, you got which one? You got the Harley or the Hayabusa? See, the Hayabusa 1500.
I don't need no Hayabusa. No, I don't need a Hayabusa. Somebody tried to sell me a Hayabusa. Nope, just give me my basic car. Look, I got a Cruiser and I got a Ninja. My Ninja's fine. The Ninja's the Ninja's fast enough. I don't need it. Look, somebody tried to sell me a Hayabusa, and I said no. I said, well, let me test drive it. I test drove it. I came back. I parked it. I said, hell no. No. What
size is that Ninja? What is it, 1,000? What size?
Yes, that's it. I'm a baby. I'm a baby. That's all I need. I'm a baby.
You did wrong. You did wrong.
I'm a baby, but that's fast enough for me. That's it. That's all I need. When you put your head down and you go as fast as I can go sometimes, that's all I need. I'm trying to keep my life. You try to tell me.
You talking about some stress relief? Get over 1,500. You have spent plenty of stress relief.
Look, riding a motorcycle and diving are the two calmest things for me in the world. It's just like nothing else. It's just you in the road and you in the water, you and underwater. Like those two things is extremely calming, and I find diving is much more calming than riding my motorcycle as well. Yeah, I got two of them things.
So you got a Harley too?
No, I got a Cruiser.
Oh,
but
okay.
not a Harley. It's not about Harley. There's another one. Dang, boy, these cops out bad. I'm
Damn, how
already
much
at my
they need?
girl. I don't know them cops. Look, he took off. That's another one. I'm like, hey.
The work going on over there? Hot city.
I don't need no. Is the ghoul trying to send me to my grave early? Talk about get a Hellcat. You talk about getting a bike bigger than 100 cc. No,
Man, Tone.
no, more than 1,000 cc. No.
Dre said, Tony, you been corners. Let me find out. We used to ride from Columbus to Atlanta. We used to make
Yes,
97
I've
miles.
been those
Oh,
corners.
Dre,
I've been
you had
those,
them. Oh,
and I've been them corners, Dred. I've been them corners. I've been them
man.
corners.
I'm going to tell you, oh my gosh, the biker life. Oh, man, so much fun. So much fun. So much fun. Bat Rose Entertainment, all that stuff. No, Tony didn't want the 1,500 Dread. She wanted 1,000. And that's okay. I think Tony done dropped off. Oh, Lord. Hold on, guys.
Hey, I'm still here. I'm ordering my food. Hold on.
Oh, she ordered some food. I'm telling you, Dread. Look, if you're gonna do it, you better do it right. I don't have none of my boys here, but I had a lot of my boys from Carolina, and they went to biker clubs and stuff. And man, look, that's all we did. And we also, you know what I'm saying, did the bike week. That was back when it was good. It wasn't all the shenanigans. I mean, you knew about the biker week before, but the next week was our week. That's when it was all good. Man, just riding, just straight up riding. That was stress relief, fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to send you a picture. But of me on my bike.
Oh, I can't send those. I can't send mine. So.
Oh, dang. No, that's not for you to show. I'm talking about sending to you. That ain't for you to be showing.
Okay.
I don't need nobody to see my bike.
I definitely can't show. I can't show none of mine because y'all look. I was a little too. I was a little.
Oh,
grown.
you was out there. Oh, yeah. See, you
had,
one of them.
Oh, yeah. The bike, we get everything. Look, that's why when
you one of them wild ones.
I didn't have to look. When I got in my 30s, Tony, I ain't even had to worry about doing nothing else. I had did so much of that since I was 15.
How you doing?
Did so much of that. Well, you can get it would cost you. You can get an automatic, but it would cost you. It's gonna cost you some money for those.
Yeah, you don't get no motorcycle to get no automatic. That's a scooter. That's a scooter.
Look at this rider that chick here.
That's a scooter. You don't get no bike for no training wheels. That's training wheels, man. Dude, that's training wheels, dude.
Said, dude, you hear that, dude? I was just saying. Tony said.
That's training wheels,
girl. Dad, dude, she put you in training wheel mode.
That's training wheels, dude. We'll do training wheels around here.
I told
you. Hey, Dreadhead, tell him we don't do we'll do training wheels.
He said I needed a wrist strap and everything else to keep my light self on the bike. Man, I used to be like, how they hold on? And they gonna tell you no discrimination, but look, you had to be thick and solid for me to get up there. You know what I'm saying? I need something to hold on to. I ain't got time. Look, I'm already risking my life. I can't do all that. And what used to be so funny, Tony?
What's that?
Them chicks would get on the bike, don't know how to get on the bike, and burn them legs to that pipe.
Girl, every time trying to be cute. Yep, trying to be cute. I dress appropriately on my bike because, look, underneath I got knee pads on, I got elbow pads, I got my jacket that got the metal elbow pads, and I've seen too many accidents where people just, man, they get Mind
Yeah,
you,
they
I
get
fell
towed
off
up.
a bike already. I fell off my first bike motorcycle when I was 21.
Mm-hmm.
And I messed myself up pretty bad. And I said I was never gonna get on again. And I did not ride again until I was 40.
Oh wow.
It took me a long time. Thank you. You got my spicy
Tony, you
sprinkles in
want up
there?
there, see?
Thank you.
Tony, what's up
What'd you
there? Tony,
say?
you want popping no willies and stuff where you Tony?
No, man. The bike hit some gravel. Y'all know anybody that
Oh
ride a
yeah, okay.
motorcycle know what happens when the bikes hit that gravel. Even when I avoided it, I worked hard to avoid it, and I still hit that gravel, man, and I bit the dust. If I didn't have a helmet on, I don't know if you would have Tony right now.
Yes, baby.
That helmet was scraped down to the foam. That's how bad that was. I thank God for my life. I thank God for my life. And guess what? That bike was a 1500. And you talking about go fast? No, I'm cool with the size bike I have. I'm okay. I don't need to go as fast as everybody else that's on the bike. I just need to go the speed that was woo for me. That's all I need. If it ain't a woo for me, I'm cool. I'm cool with it. That's it.
Tony, you had to keep up with the group, Tony. What happened? Did they leave you, Tony?
No, they don't leave me. My bike group. When we ride, we ride.
Oh,
everybody ride. Everybody ride.
I'm like, good Lord, is we there
yet? We ride in San Antonio, baby. All the little bike clubs, we all get together. We ride.
And that's a good thing. Look, let me tell you something. That's a good thing being part of biker clubs, boy. They had your back. You get in trouble, anything happen. Ooh, they got your back.
Me and my little group, we don't get into clubs. We just got our little group, and that's it. Little veterans. We come to just chill out, and that's it. We ain't here for all the dramas, and I ain't paying nobody no dues. Ain't nobody getting no money from me talking about what I got to do. Or you gonna be a prospect my foot. I don't know what y'all talking about. I own my own bike and I drive my own self, so I don't need to be on nobody's team, to be honest.
Tony, let me tell you, well, you could not do nothing, and they still get you. We went to biker week, and I was riding with one of the biker boys or whatever from another biker boy. And
I'm sorry.
I was innocent.
That dude is stupid.
What you say?
He said, Courtside Tony bike crew is 60 and over.
Good. You got jokes like that about Tony?
You see how Goon do me? God, dog, Goon. Golly.
Tony is still young. What you trying to say, Goon?
What are you trying to say, man?
See, Goon, he all in love with you, Tony. He don't know how to act in the chat.
That fool said they 60 and over.
Dang, Goon. You had to Tony like that, Goon. You wrong. You wrong for that.
Goon is crazy.
Big dog. She ride with the big dogs.
Hey, I got the big dogs on my team, man. I got the big dogs. We got people as far as Corpus Christi. We got people in our group, David, as far as Corpus Christi. We up and down Texas. We got a couple in Austin, the few in San Antonio. We got a nice little crew. We ride they take that big ride to bikers. I don't know what that big bike thing is in Florida, but they'll take it. They'll drive that.
Oh, girl, Daytona.
Yeah,
I don't put nobody out because I don't know who listens to my live, but Daytona.
Yeah, no, I didn't make that drive. I said y'all crazy. Y'all can
every year
put my bike. I could put my bike on a trailer and I will drive. I am not riding. Well, I mean, they take trailers anyway.
Go to Daytona. I had to reject Daytona every year. I couldn't do Daytona.
Well, don't your bike gonna get hot over time. Like, look how many times you gotta stop and fill up.
They're gonna let you be free out there. I ain't got time for Daytona.
You gonna be aching. Yeah, they told me about the 2 times they went. I was like, yeah, I'm glad I didn't go. Oh, you gotta go. No, I don't.
I do murder before I do. Look, my mind ain't ready for Daytona. I can't do Daytona.
I am the baby girl of the crew. You are absolutely right, Goon. I am the baby of the crew. I am.
Goon, not too much on Tony then. Not too much, Goon.
Yeah. Hey, Dred, he taking me through changes, Dred.
He said, forget the bike.
Forget the bike. Back to oh
Dad,
my
Dre,
God.
you gonna do Tony like that, Dre? We're gonna remember that. You see, Tony, you can't even tell them what kind of biker crew you got. They got jokes, Tony. They got jokes.
No, they don't. They don't know how old my bike crew is, but I am the baby though. Well, wait a minute. Nope, I gotta think. No, I'm not. There's 2 under me. There's 2 under me. Yeah, there's 2 under me. I had to think because our babies in Corpus, they're younger. And the one that's and we got one in Brownsville, he's younger. Yeah.
See, Goon, you happy now?
Yeah, they're younger. He trying to climb it. You trying to say I'm too old, Goon. Goon trying to call me.
That's what he trying to say. Look, we no limit soldiers up here. We no limit up here.
You heard me? No limit. You heard me? I thought I told you.
Don't be limiting us, Goon. Now, don't be putting no age up in there.
Y'all got some down to earth hosts. Y'all got some down to earth.
Yeah, y'all got some down to earth.
True panel personnel.
We real. I could tell you, Tony. That's what I went to. One year I went, me and the boys and their family and my best friend. They were in the bikers group. We would always go, except for some of the times I went. But this one particular year, guys, that's why I say, Tony, you ain't got to do nothing for the popo to get you. I was minding my business, guys. I promise. I was on the bike. Well, I have potentials for a certain amount of days. And I was on the motorcycle. We was minding our own business, and I had a little wraparound on. And it's a rule, if you're on the motorcycle, you got to have your wraps on. Well, I had my wrap on, it flew up. Girl, as soon as that wraparound flew up, I said, what in the world? And they done got ADP. They ain't take the dude, they ain't take old boy, they took ADP. ADP said, oh, heck no. So I'm down, Tony. I'm at the Myrtle Beach jail. They were getting, that's when they make their money, 300, 400 people getting out of jail. We get ready to see the judge. I did the old school Goon. You know what I did? You know what I'm saying? For a long time, Tony, they used to crack jokes on my legs, calling me bow-legged Lou. But this particular day, I saw Papa Sugar Daddy court judge up there. I threw the legs back. They said, look, when the judge asks you a question, don't say nothing. You just say guilty or not. Oh, no. He said, ma'am, are you guilty or not guilty? I said, no, I'm not guilty. I said, you see this wraparound I got on? I said, I had it on. As soon as it flew up, he pulled me. He said, okay, you just pay $50 and you can go. I said, that it was a money-making scheme, Tony, that got me.
I ain't paying nothing, man.
Look, my boys, I beat my boys and the bikers club. That's why you got to go with people you know. So my boys came up there to get me, Tony. I was already out to change my outfit. I was back on the beach. Do you know I got $50 back?
I bet you did. Out there.
I found that $50 on the beach. You know what it said? Jesus saves. Look at that. I kid you not.
Look at that.
I said, see, you can't go everywhere and have a good time and stuff.
Look at that.
Don't make it. Look, we can tell y'all some stories. We good. We done been through some changes. Don't be putting no age on us now. We just can't help it.
Yeah.
Went out there and had us a good time. Tony,
I made it to my destination.
Go to no Daytona, Tony. Don't you go to no Daytona nowadays.
No, I ain't going no Daytona. Hey, if I cut off, it's because I'm at a destination that's probably gonna cut me off as soon as I go through this clearance. So I'll pop back on unless you get ready to get off.
Yeah. What time you say you get ready? Zone out, Tony.
Yeah, it's probably gonna zone me out as soon as I go through this point, this checkpoint.
Yeah, I seen that. I'm confused. I seen case up now. I just got a pop up case up them on.
Oh, why they on early?
I think. Look, Tony, it's 10:40, girl. I thought it's
For
9:40
you.
for you.
It's 9:40 for me. Yeah, they're early. How long? Okay, well, I guess we could go on over there.
Yeah, I think
it'll be a minute before I get into the chat because, like I said, once I get through this area right here, I'm surprised I'm still connected right now.
Oh yeah, they over there talking. I don't know if this gummy or not. Let me see. I don't know if this just gummy. Oh yeah, it's gummy and case out. They talking about the LeBron. I want to Hold on. Get up. Yeah, they talking about case up and Bro Clyde on Get It Off Your Chest. They talking about the LeBron trade and all that stuff. Okay, chat guys, we're gonna get up out of here. We're gonna go see what Gummy talking about. Yeah, right. I'll probably be on D Block. I was over there with Keisha Duvall on too.
Dang, everybody all right. Well, Duvall wants to go on Sunday. Oh, okay, I know. Okay. Keisha probably want to talk about the weekend. I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do mine tomorrow. Because at first I was gonna do it earlier today, but I saw that you were gonna come on. That's why I didn't do it. And then I said, well, let me go do yard work. And then I was like, well, let me listen to you while I'm doing yard work. And then you didn't come on.
Dang,
and then I had to call you.
Be on the bus, Tony.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Then I had to call you. I had to put in that call. Where you at?
Yeah, she checked on my boy. Case of my little one. Yes, baby. He be having a phone. He be blocking Tony and Big Girl and all them.
Yeah, because, girl, no wonder them things kept going. So, all right, Case, now see how it is. You kept hanging up on me when I was calling. I see how it is, Casey. He did. He was like, click.
Bree Minor, we would stay on, but Tony getting ready to go through something, so she's not going to be able to be up here. So she was just letting me know.
I'm curious because I'm still on. I've already gone through what I needed to go through, and usually it kicks me off, but I'm still on. Wow.
He said,
"This is interesting." That girl.
Girl, what? Girl, you is crazy. Y'all, look, you never know what we're gonna talk about. We get y'all the sports and the good stuff, and then we just be talking.
And then we start. Hey man, this was some good. I didn't know you was a rider, ADP. See how I learned something new.
Yeah, Tony. Let me tell you how I was riding right on the back of somebody. Because look, they was trying to teach us how to ride the motorcycles, guys. I made it around the cone. That's all I'm gonna say. I made it around the cone. They was trying to show us that we could ride bikes. But you're right, Tony. Them 1500s, I'm trying to ride a 1500. What up, man? No, I was right on the back holding on. Whenever they said, you gotta know what your weight can handle. Because if you have a bike and you can't pick that sucker up, like I could barely pick up. If I lay my bike down, I could barely pick that sucker up. I need a bike that I'm able to pick up. And, if I lay that sucker down, I got to be able to pick it up. So I can't get a bike that's too big for me. Yeah, I might want the speed, but if I lay that sucker down and I need to hurry up and pick that bike up, I got to be able to do that. And then, I'm still feeling.
And I can't do that.
A lot of my boys got, you know what I'm saying? They got them Harleys and stuff. I'm like, look, what happened, dogs? You know what I'm saying? Why y'all got these little Harleys and stuff?
Hey, they say you was hitchhiking. They said you was hitchhiking, Eddie P.
My
they
best
said
friend,
Eddie P was hitchhiking.
one of my best friends, look, he and his family, they took care of me. I mean, that's how we rolled. They was a bikers group. Everywhere they went, I was rolling to since I was 15. I really started laying off when I got him. I had Yanni. I think I had Yanni at 24. So I slowed down a little bit. But even with that, I still was going on my trips. I had outfits for each day when we went out of town on trips and stuff. They ain't play.
You supposed to. You supposed to.
I was taking good care of, and I had my own money. I had my own money and my husband's money. So you know what can you say?
Ooh,
I enjoyed myself when I rode them motorcycles. I enjoyed myself. You hear me? They didn't have to worry
y'all
about
heard that check? She said she had her own money and her honey money.
Oh yes, I'm
Ooh,
sorry,
Eddie
guys.
P.
They, people are a little spoiled. You know what I'm saying? You look. Let me tell you something.
Ooh,
That's the greatest thing about having more guy friends than female friends, because you learn some things. You learn a lot of stuff. I'm telling you, you learn a lot. Can't get past. So yeah, I did that. Oh my gosh, that was a lot of years. That was over 10 years. Doing that. And then that's why you get tired. Told him you better not be out here with no what did he say, no mob?
With no what?
Dread talking to you. Dread said that.
Telling you better not be out here with no.
She really said ADP put the business out there on the internet. Look, she weird. That's why I can't show my bike. Y'all be like, dang, ADP, you too grown, ADP, all on the motorcycle and stuff. But my boys took care of me. You hear me? I'm not gonna go to bike when shit used to be hot. That's the point of bathing suits. You know what I'm saying? Or when we ride a bike. I used to look, ADP used to be, now ADP is like, I ain't gonna tell you. I mean, I'm like about 170 America. I'm about 170, but I'm back in the day I used to be 115, you know what I'm saying, 120. You start having them babies, and it ain't about having them babies.
Them babies put that weight on you.
Yeah, but I wanted some weight. You know what I'm saying? Tom, you don't know what it's like being a slim goodie. Slim goodie, when the wind blows, you blow too. You don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Get tossed like a slim goodie.
What you mean I don't understand? I used to be 150. I used to be 115. What are you talking about?
You too, Tony. Girl, the life story is right for man, Tony. I'm glad I got some meat. Keep my meat good.
Yeah, I stay healthy. I stay healthy. I do stay healthy right now, y'all. I don't need to be that small no more. I tried to go back that small, boy. I look sick, anorexic, and everything else. I was like, oh no, that was back then. You got some age on you, so. Got some age on you, baby. You can't be that small no more.
No, you look, shoot.
I know. Look at Walter Hall, Bree laughing at Dre here.
That's Bree Minor. I know Bree Minor is cracking up. Bree Minor, you know, we get a little crazy every now and then, but hey, you know what I'm saying? Look, I can say for, you know, going through everything I went through, Bree Minor, after all that I've been through, I still was able to enjoy my life with that riding the motorcycles, man, it was a stress reliever for me. You got to know, look, you lean with it, you rock with it. They lean on one side, you better lean on that side too. Both of you gonna be falling off the bike.
Yeah, you got to go the same way.
You got to know when they go on them curves, if you want to feel for your life, get on that motorcycle. You gonna feel a little bit. But
yeah, I used to pick my nephew up from. I used to pick my nephew up from school, from high school. I used to pick him up from school on the bike, and he'd jump on the bike. It's like, man, you get on that bike? That's your auntie? He said, that's my auntie. That's your auntie? Man, your auntie cool as hell, man. Blah 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 blah. He's like, man, you should be driving your auntie. Your auntie should be driving you. He said, I don't know how to ride no motorcycle, but I sure love getting on. Yeah. Yeah, no. He used to be silly. Yeah, he used to be silly and try to do all kind of. I said, boy, you gonna kill me and you. Keep your ass still. Keep still. Keep still, boy. Hey, you go this way when I go that way. Stop it. Like, don't be playing.
Man.
But yeah, those were the fun times. Like Dre said, can't do that now. There, we can't do that now. Can't do that.
Look, I'm talking junk about them Harleys. I guess I would have to. I guess I would have to ride them now. But no, Tony, I like to do them high boosters now. I fell in love with that high booster.
Nope, I ain't doing no damn booster. I told you this guy was like, just try it.
Throttle the bike, man.
I tried it. I tried it and I said nope.
What?
The thrill is gone.
About what? Oh Lord, kids, no.
The thrill is gone away. That's what I said about that hot boost. I said the thrill is gone. The thrill is gone away.
Oh, thank you, Goon. ADP Courtside Tony, feel free over here. We love you. Hey, listen.
Thank you.
You live and you
it.
learn. You grow. You live and you learn. You grow. You have great experiences. Why not share it? I mean, even if you still riding the motorcycle, Goon. Let me tell you something. When you real with people be real with you, and they'll come to your chat and they'll come listen to you because they know you ain't got to cap about nothing. And it's more to this content world than just sports. What we do is add it into the show. Okay, we done talked about the goody of the show. You know what I'm saying? You never know what we're gonna talk about. It just be coming out.
Right.
And we just flow with it.
After we talk about the main thing, then we just flow.
Yeah, we just flow. It depends on our time, you know what I'm saying? We got time to do it, you know what I'm saying? We'll get into conversations like this because you never know. People need outlets. Enjoy your life. There might be some young ones in here that got motorcycles and they want to go out there and enjoy themselves. At least they'll learn today. They better look. They better learn the rules of the fight. You better learn how to lean with it, rock with it when you get on that motorcycle.
Yeah.
It's all fun and games, but you better know what you're doing when you get up there. You better know who you riding with. You riding with somebody that want to pop with you all the time. Don't ride with that person because they're gonna pop one day. You're gonna pop your tail off that motorcycle. So you better know who you riding with.
Yeah, man. A guy saw a guy pop a wheelie. Hey Keisha, ADP. A young boy was popping a wheelie. We was on the interstate.
Yeah.
We all broke off like all the different organizations. We did our ride for the day with everybody breaking off. And I'm going my way. My people going their way. And we follow some other club guys. They were going the same direction. That boy popped that wheelie and ran that wheelie for a long time on the highway. Man, a car came and swiped past and jumped in front of him. Swoom! That boy went over the bridge. Stuff happened. You got to be smart about it. Like, are you trying to show off and do all that stuff, man? You got to be safe. Like, that wasn't the place to be doing that.
Yeah, you do. You can't.
I hate that he lost his life, but like, you got to be smart.
Yeah. That's why they were going on back roads. Oh, never mind. Now I'm telling too much now. Well, I'm just saying. Yeah, we love those. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We sure did. Now, they knew how to handle when they did it back there, but you on somebody's highway.
Hey, that's the need for speed back there.
Yeah, you sure is. There you boy. Look, we used to come back with that mud. That used to be so fun,
they couldn't believe it. They used to say, man, that little bike could get up. I say, yep, this little bike can get up. I can't look. I'm hanging with. They said you was hanging. Yep, I was hanging. Me and my little bike. That's right. Me and my little bike. Yep.
Free wine and go and dread. Look, and Keisha said Keisha Duvall over there talking about some freak stuff or something. I don't know what Keisha talking about. Everybody rolling tonight, ain't they? Everybody rolling tonight.
Hey, we gotta go over there and see what they talking about, y'all.
Okay, guys, we're gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna check because I want to hear about this LeBron trade. I thought maybe he'd go play with Steph, but I guess not. I know they doing that, and I'm gonna have
Let's go to Catherine.
I got my computer right here, baby.
Catch your lunch.
What I got to go in the kitchen?
Let's go kitchen.
Where you want at the kitchen?
You want the kitchen?
Where you want?
Just in the kitchen, yes.
You want me to bake you some cookies or something?
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, he don't know. He don't know. I told him I went grocery shopping.
I want to know the kitchen.
Okay, I'll do that. Girl, I had to hide them snacks. Because you know kids be knowing when you go to the grocery store, they want to open up all the snacks up. Then when it's time for them to have snacks on, they ain't got none.
Hey, nah. Right.
So I got to take some stuff in the stash. He don't know where it's at. I hope he don't find it because he a good finder, guys. So I hope he don't find his snacks, all his snacks, because he will open up all them packs up just to see, just to look the mini Oreos, just to eat the cream out of the Oreos and leave the cookie. I ain't got time there.
That means you're not a good hider. That means you can't hide stuff well if he finds it.
I know. I told her I'm lost up on my game, girl. Like one day I was like, "How you find it?" Even with, look, I can't hide nothing from my 18-year-old.
Them kids will help you
slip
slip up.
your stuff. They don't care. Oh my gosh! But all right, Tony, guys, we're gonna get up out of here. What Dre say? I'm old now. I'm all my money go towards smokers and offset grills. Oh, okay. You be throwing on the grill? What, Dred? Dred said, I can't do that no more. Dang.
Nah,
yeah, we still
can't
gonna do D Block.
Yeah,
yeah, we'll be on D Block. She is. I'm just gonna go check out. I'm gonna have K-Sap them on and Keisha them on at the same time. I gotta see what they got going on.
Hey, text them and let them know you're gonna be on D Block. So, you know what I'm saying? Depending on how long they go.
Yeah, because I think
so that way,
K-Sap that don't usually be on that long. They usually be on maybe an hour.
Right.
Keisha now probably. I think Keisha now been on. I got to see what time they don't normally do 2 hours because Keisha be like she got to go to work. She got time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know what time yet she is. I better reset it, huh? If I get in trouble again, huh? I better reset it. I'll reset it for later. Not too late though. Maybe like 12:31. See what everybody else doing. Their times and stuff.
Yeah.
Then we get into the. I know y'all want to get into that.
This girl, you're gonna be asleep.
Huh? We said you'll be asleep, Tone.
I might be. I don't know. I might be asleep, y'all. If I do, don't be mad if I fall asleep on y'all.
Me and Miss D was setting up last time. She funny. She funny. But okay, guys, we will catch you on the next one, guys. We'll catch y'all on the next one. You know, Tony will be on tomorrow at 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock her time, but 6 o'clock my time over here. You know, she do her Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Yes.
So Pretty Tony. Make sure you check it out. Oh, Goon said Tony gonna be up. Tony be having to go. Look, Tony be having stuff to do, Goon. You just don't know the life. I told you the life of content creators. I don't know when we see it. We not. We might go to our own show and just come back to life.
Like I do all the time.
Y'all be like, we're such and such a Goon. We don't
say Tony sleep. No, I ain't sleep. I hear y'all talk about Tony sleep. Nope, I ain't sleep. I'm right here. Know what? I'll be sleep. That's it. But I can hear y'all. You know how you sleep, but you can hear people? Yeah. Yeah, that'd be me. That'd be me for real. All right, y'all. I'm about to get up.
Don't worry about washing powder. Okay. Oh, it's okay. We'll put washing powder in there, Kyla. It's good. Okay, guys, we're gonna get up out of here. I got to see what the lifestyle of the wash machine got going on. Yes, yeah, you don't put no cleaning spray in the wash machine. I'm glad no clothes were on in that casing. Ooh, on the casing, boy. Casing be trying to put some stuff together, America. Okay, mommy coming. All right, guys, love you. Have a good night. I'll be back on for D Block. Probably, I don't know if you guys will be asleep. Maybe 12:31. I'll let you guys know. Okay. We're gonna go over there and check out Keisha and them and Case up at Broclot is on. So I want to hear about this LeBron and some other stuff they got up here. Okay, love you guys. Catch you on the next one. Peace out.